Once again, welcome to the Wind Up Podcast brought to you by C4 Back Company, Issa Cooks, and Ferrari Michelada Mix. Hopefully, we have the sound working to where everybody can hear it. Maybe. I'm sure somebody's going to let us know.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We're back on, though.
Good. Well, my name is Steve Medina, along with Junior Aguilar and our producer, Julio Ramirez. And we have a special guest again today.
Whew.
Junior, tell us who our special guest is.
Man, I got the hottest topic right now in Houston, sitting right here across from us, man. Flash Gordyn in the building, man.
Flash Gordyn, five-tool players.
What's going on, guys? What's going on, man?
He's in the building. Hey, what's going on, bro?
Appreciate the invite, man.
Flash. How do you get a name like Flash?
All right,
are you fast? I mean, did you run like a 6'2"?
So I can tell you the story. So this is how it was. I went to school. Like when I went to college,
Okay.
I was the only black kid on the team.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh.
So when I stole a base, they're like, "Oh, that kid moving like Flash." That's Flash. I'm like, man, guys, you don't understand. Like when I was at an all-black school, I was like one of the slowest people on the team. So when they saw me run, they thought I was fast. So they said, "Oh, well, yeah, look at Flash go."
And then it stuck.
It just stuck.
It just stuck? Okay.
I can see that happening, man.
So let me ask you a question. So do they call you Coach Flash or Coach Gordon? What they call you?
All right, so the ones that actually know me.
Okay.
So really, most of the people that I coach, they're not Facebook friends with me.
Okay.
So they just, I go by as Coach Justin out there.
Oh, okay.
So when new people come out and like they message me on Facebook and they say, "Hey, we want to come out to a practice to see how everything goes," they'll ask the parents, "Hey, is Flash there?"
Okay.
Because that's who I talk to, and of course, every parent is looking around like, "Flash, Flash, who the hell is
That's
Flash?"
awesome, man.
And then I'll be like, "Oh, that's me. That's me, guys. I'm Flash." And then they know, they see me, and okay. And then that's how it goes from there. So then they realize what my name is. So yeah, I just go by Flash going on Facebook, and then just when they finally meet me, then I just tell them, "Hey, this is who I am," and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, that's a smart way to play it. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was telling Flash before we started recording, I told my wife, asked, "Hey, you guys gonna have a guest today?" And I said, "Yeah, we have Flash Gordyn today." Didn't even think about it, Junior. Didn't even think about it. Just said Flash Gordyn, and then she's like, "Man, really? You know, do you know what you're saying?" I'm like, "Yeah, Flash Gordyn." I didn't think it was like 6:30 in the morning, but still. But Flash Gordyn, thanks for visiting with us today.
We got a lot of people. Got a lot of people watching, man.
Thank you, guys. Yeah,
a lot of people watching right now.
Yeah. So that's good. So what we're gonna do, and I know this is our second take, and thank you, Matthew Murphy, for letting us know about the sound quality on it. I mean, one thing we want to do is we want to make sure that everybody is can actually hear us, because we got a couple of good things that we want to talk about today that happened this weekend. So Flash, we won't get into it just now. Okay. But one thing I will tell you, the reason why you're here is because I got bombarded about a post that was made.
Yes.
On Monday morning?
Monday morning, I believe.
7:30 a.m.
7:30. But here's the deal. I started getting I guess some they're not aftershocks. What would be before earthquake? Rumblings. I started getting rumblings on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But I was busy. I was doing something and celebrating the Raider win. You know, we got to get that little shout out right there.
Come on, man.
The only team that haven't won a game in the NFL.
And so, Flash, now we don't make the schedule. We just play who we play. That
You're
is
right.
it.
You are correct. I'm sorry.
That is it. Who do you guys play on Thursday?
We play the Colts, baby.
Oh, that historically y'all lose.
We are gonna bring the glory. We're gonna get the throne back.
What throne? You guys
AFC South.
It's ours.
AFC South
ours.
champs. AFC South champs, man. You don't understand.
The good
I don't
thing
understand.
Tell them, Flash. Tell them about that pride, man.
I don't understand.
That's pretty much ours for like the past 5, 6, 7 years. It's pretty much been Texas. So the good thing about it is that we didn't play on Sunday, really. So we're gonna have plenty of energy ready for Thursday. So we're gonna be ready Thursday.
Man, we're gonna shock the world come postseason, man. Playoff.
What world? Because not the NFL world.
Man, look, I'm calling it right now.
No, hey, hold on.
Deshaun Watson driving down the Texans down the field and throwing the touchdown pass to who? Take a guess.
Kiki.
No.
Because he always hurt. Fuller.
He's gonna fake it and he's gonna take it himself and we're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Man.
I
Come
seen this
on.
movie coming, Steve.
Okay, first of all, I'm not believing anything you say because you got that beanie on
Oh, man.
and you got that
Yeah. The Astro.
that Astro Road jersey
Ooh,
on.
I'm on the road, baby.
Matthew Murphy said, with that beanie and jersey combo, Junior's telling everyone you awake. Oh man.
5 tour rules. Who is that?
Oh man, that is funny.
Yeah, but talk about that, man. I got a story behind that. I told y'all like in the first run, like my dad just bought a bunch of random, like whoever was hot, that's who
Yeah.
he was rocking. So
Okay.
growing up, had a bunch of Miami Heat and Miami University of Miami. So growing up, it was like the U for life, like the U. Even though we sucked, I still keep up with them. We play Florida Atlantic this weekend. We should win a blowout.
Man.
So I'm excited about that. Get another dub because I started the season off and Steve was laughing. He's like, man, they ain't getting nowhere. And we got the first win. And I'm like, no way. As a matter of fact, we lost the first game.
You should have won.
Yeah, and we should have won. And then I was all hyped, and then the season went downhill. But other than that, shout out to the U, man. I actually, true story, I wasn't accepted there, and I didn't. I had a kid out of high school. For those who didn't know, so that's why I'm so young and Jalen's so old.
What were you accepted as?
It was for the academic scholarship that I got. I was smart, high school.
What high school you go to?
I went to Sam Rayburn. You know, we produce a lot of pro athletes out of there, so put some respect on that.
Respect.
Sam Rayburn. Okay.
Hey, we suck at football, bro.
And so you got Sam Rayburn, and then you got athletic scholarship. Academic
It was
scholarship.
academics. I was hurt my senior.
How does that work?
Hey, man, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Man.
After looking at the group earlier, to be honest, I mean, Coach King got on there, made some good points. Man, if you might as well go JUCO or junior college and try to play a few years before going D1. You said that before.
Who said that?
Coach Ken said that, but you said that too.
Yeah.
So,
I've been
yep.
saying that.
So it don't matter how you get there, right?
Does not matter.
No, it does not matter. And so,
anyways, but that's the story behind the beanie, man. I know you want to rock this, bro.
hey, you know what?
It's fresh.
I actually have one, and I actually have 2 U hats, a green one and a gray one. Yes, I like the U.
Yeah,
I like the U.
we back. Shout out to our large following watching right now.
Hey,
All right.
the kicker from Pasadena Memorial, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's got the job anymore, but he had it. He was a starting kicker from Pasadena Memorial, and he played baseball as well. Just in case you didn't know.
What's up, Eric? Shout out Eric watching.
Just in case you
Eric
didn't know.
Cap. Oh, you know Eric, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Noah. I had Noah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Noah. He's
Man,
cool.
he's a good kid, man.
Yeah, I like him. He's a hard guy, like nosed kid. Like he's down. You know what I mean?
I was saying right now he's like 7U, but he's doing 8U kick pitch.
Hey, you should have took him out this weekend, man.
They was already busy. They was out there in Beaumont. They was like, hey, he's already in Beaumont. I was like, oh.
Shout out Eric Cap, man. Shout out Noah, man. Shout out to the family, dude.
Hey, Junior, before we get into this, where's your jacket that you're going to bring today?
Man, look, I was talking some loud mess.
I was excited about that jacket.
Because listen, we were going to have a sponsor for that jacket and my hat.
Damn.
So, but we still got to go with the agreement, even though you don't have the jacket.
Yeah.
So the jacket.
So I was supposed to wear a chinchilla jacket.
Yeah, even though it's 80 degrees outside today.
Yeah. And I was supposed to wear it and make it a weekly thing where I walk in with a jacket. So starting on next week, y'all see me. I'm gonna start doing it, man.
So
my fault.
Hopefully, it's a little bit what.
Shout out MD Estrada saying everybody was in Beaumont.
No, that's not true.
Everybody was trying to win the turkey leg.
That's not true.
Turkey leg championship.
Turkey hut.
Hey,
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, and we're fixing to get into the Turkey Leg Hut tournament. Well, that's a restaurant, right? The Turkey Leg.
Yeah.
Well, the Turkey Leg Hut 300-point U-Trip tournament was this week, right?
Yeah.
But before we get into that, we got to talk about the sponsor who's going to sponsor your stroll-in. That didn't happen.
What you talking about?
HP Land Services.
Oh, yeah.
They were going to sponsor your chinchilla walk-in.
So,
and they're also sponsoring my hat today too.
Yeah. So if y'all know, we kind of cleaned up the group over the weekend. I dropped the hammer down on what I spoke about last weekend. So just want to give a shout out to somebody that was going to sponsor the code HP.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't.
shout out Aaron Cunningham. He's supposed to send me a chinchilla code out here.
Well, your walkthrough was going to be sponsored by HPE Land Services, but he's Oscar is sponsoring this Corpus Christi Moody hat.
Oh, so that's
Moody Magic, baby.
Moody
Magic. Thanks to my friend Mondo Alanis for giving this to me
That's what's up.
a couple of years ago.
Shout out Corpus, man. I was there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, shout out.
a lot more drama in action than Turkey Leg Championship. Tell you that. Wait,
no. Why do you think Flash is here?
Oh,
Why do you think?
no.
I heard about.
sorry.
I heard now.
No, you were there, bro.
I heard about Corpus now.
You heard about Corpus?
I heard about Corpus.
What you hear about Corpus?
I heard about that squabbling action out there. Corpus now.
Okay.
I
See,
know.
so for those that are listening and follow us, y'all know, and this guy heard it too.
Yep.
Yeah, but so before we get into the Turkey Leg Classic, or what's the name? What's the name of it?
No, it was like the Turkey Showdown.
The Turkey Showdown. Okay, man.
Yeah.
I just
We're
want.
gonna get a text from Darren right here. in the
Yeah,
next
just
couple
get it
minutes.
right
Like,
because
come on, man.
I really don't know, but
Yeah, no,
I want to
I'm
get. Hey, listen, I want to give a shout out to them Gulf Coast Bulldogs. They won the Super Bowl.
Hey,
Country.
man, I
Who else
seen
is out there?
I don't know, but I saw that
Hilton.
video. I guess they were at Whataburger or something.
Chick-fil-A.
And Chick-fil-A, and that boy was like, "That's a fat jack, dude." I got so pumped. I told Issa, man, we're gonna go buy some couches from there. Like, I was pumped. I said, man, I just wanted to walk in there and be like, give me that. That's a fat jack.
You can have
Shot.
it. Let them. Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
let them have it.
Yeah, let him have it, baby. I was so pumped. That dude looked like Tom Brady, man.
Really?
Yeah, he looked like Tom Brady. I was about like, man, dude, this guy always clean, everything. Shout out, man.
Yeah, so shout out to
Country
them.
and boy.
Yeah, shout out to
boy.
Country, Hilton. Who else is out there?
My boy Lorenzo's kid LJ plays on the team.
all them
Shout out.
boys out there with the Gulf Coast Bulldogs. So apparently they're gonna play again
Man,
pretty soon, I think.
Man, apparently select football's year round.
It's year round now.
Is it?
That's
Yeah.
crazy,
we
bro.
got kids with the 9U that's still doing it.
All
But
right.
is it contact?
Contact.
Oh my.
Hey, but yeah,
right,
it's
all
contact.
right.
And then there's also, I think Baffle's having their Super Bowl this weekend.
Mm.
So I don't know who's in there, but I'm gonna give a
Oh,
shout
I
out
know
to the
who's in there.
Sharks. I'm gonna
I
give a
know
shout out to
who's
the
in there.
Sharks. Who's in there?
Seniors
Man,
are
I-
the Sharks and the Hurricanes.
Man,
The Sharks?
no.
Shout out to
Oh,
the
you're talking
Sharks.
about Baffle. Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
were
I'm
talking
talking about
about
Baffle.
Tiffy. I know there was yeah, Baffle. Yeah, shout out to whoever's playing.
Shout
in
out to
there.
the Sharks. I don't know who else is playing, but I'm going for the Sharks.
Okay. Oh, it was called the Turkey Showdown, man.
Turkey Showdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Well,
wanna-
hey,
wanna
let's
talk about it?
let's talk about it. Come on.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Then we go into
Let's feed the people here. All right, we're gonna go 7AA. We're gonna start with the 7AA. Katy Rage with a 15-11 win. Shout out to the Katy Rage.
hold on. Who'd they beat? They beat Conroe Baseball Club.
Conroe Baseball Club.
Okay.
CBC.
Man, shout out to Katy Rage. Good job, guys.
8UAA. Here we go. We got it on the screen. Sienna Knights Baseball. That's out
Yeah,
of,
that's out of Sugar Land. Hell
that's
yeah.
down the street from your house,
Yeah,
man.
right down the street. Good
Wow.
job, Sienna.
Hey, man, right there in
Nice.
Sienna, they got their own like horse stables, right?
No, yeah, I used to work in that area.
What?
It is. They got the horse.
Yeah, you know
stable.
that big ass house before you pull in.
Yeah.
That's where Steve lives.
Really? So
That's
you're
where
out,
Steve-
so you're out there with George Springer and
I'm
Kareem
out
Jackson
there
and
with
this guy.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm out there with
man.
everybody.
Talking about Kareem Jackson.
I
He
used
blocked
to-
me on Twitter.
I used to live next door to Nick Van Exel back. in the
Really?
day. Yeah.
Oh man, look, check it out. AE Premier Baseball Cheek.
Hey, congrats to Premier Baseball.
Wait,
Chief.
but the AEAA, that's where the action was at, right?
That's what the action was.
okay.
We're gonna come back to that.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Well, let's look. Where are you at, Flash?
Man, and this was early too.
This was the first.
What?
Flash causing all that drama. And what time is that?
Man, that was around-
10:30, bro.
Like around it
Field 7 in the back with
It
the
went
barbecue
down.
pit.
Man, it was smelling good. It was just getting started. So I was like, man, okay, we get done with this game. We get to play Premier again. Like we played them yesterday.
Oh,
Man,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we're gonna come back.
Okay, all right. So here we go. 9UAA. Man, Hustle Bucks
Nice.
beating the Santa Fe Tomahawks. I'm a bet that
Is it Santa Fe Tomahawks?
Yeah,
Make sure we get it right.
it's,
Okay.
here,
Congrats to the
I'll
Bucks.
give him a little
Bucks.
love right here. Yeah,
Yeah, Santa Fe. Okay, good
Bucks,
job.
they're pretty good.
Santa
They're
Fe,
pretty
shout
good
out
team.
You played them?
Yeah, we played the Bucks. Our 9U team played them in the fall championship.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, they're pretty good.
Boomba Black Sox, man, beating Dynasty Black
Hold on.
7-1.
Oh, you're in 9 open
9U
now.
open. 9U open.
Oh, Boomba Black Sox.
Yeah,
Nice.
they're
Are they good?
They're legit.
Okay.
Oh,
They are
nice.
legit.
10U
Okay.
double A. Here we go. This is where I'll be hanging out. X Factor Elite, man, beating Team Houston. I wonder
Okay.
where they're from.
Team Houston from Houston. I think by the Kingwood
9-3.
area.
They're gonna give a dislike to the video. Shout out to Team Houston. 10U Open Dynasty Black beating Crew Baseball. Okay,
Wow.
6
Well, 6-5. That was a good game.
So this entire 10U bracket was a team. Every team here had about 6 pickups per team. I'm just playing. Nobody come after me. 11 double A. Oh, we got 2 brackets. Gamers Baseball 10-9.
Who'd they
Okay.
beat? Oh, they
They
beat
beat
Titans,
Titans.
baseball.
Titans
Okay.
Baseball. I'm gonna say these boys are out of Baytown.
Oh,
Okay.
Baytown,
Cool.
nice. Hey, check out that logo. They have the picture of the bridge on there.
Oh, bro, you're not kidding.
Yeah.
What the? Oh, this is.
That's
oh
a nice
my
logo.
I thought
This
it was
is the
Golden
best-
State at first. I picked up. I was like, hey, that's nice though, man.
That's
man,
nice.
this is
That's
the
nice.
best.
That
This
is
is the
nice.
this is the best logo I've seen.
That's clean.
Is the M for Mount Bellevue?
No.
I
No,
need
no,
it-
that's just a
That's the
bridge.
Fred Hartman Bridge.
Yeah, the Fred Hartman Bridge.
man.
There you
Shout
go.
out to Titans Baseball. That's clutch. They even got the team picture here. Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Very
Okay.
organized.
Very organized. Looks good, man. I'll definitely go try out. All right. 10 open. SBO prospects. Wait,
Ooh.
what? No. This 11 open. Oh, wait. Hold on, man. Hold on. My bad. We're going to the silver bracket. Sorry,
Okay.
guys. Silver bracket. Marucci Elite Burgess.
Burgess. Okay, they beat
HP Baseball Ortiz.
Okay, nice. Congrats, Marucci
Congrats.
Lee. Burgess.
All right, 11 open. SBO with the win 5-4.
Do we know SBO?
I know SBO.
We know SBO,
We
right?
know SBO. Shout out to Pepe out there, man.
Pepe, good job, Pepe. Does he listen to the show?
Yeah, he listens to the
Oh,
show. He
okay.
told me he did. That's what we played on Sunday, the
Hey,
first
look.
game, man.
Hey, so what happened to the Medina Warriors baseball? I gave them a shout out last week, and man, they didn't. Oh no, they made it. Oh, they lost to the Drillers 10-4.
Man, you working for them?
No, but I mean, you brought them to my attention last
What
week,
the hell's
so
going on?
maybe we're cousins or something. I don't know if we're cousins. I'm gonna
Look,
help them out with some
12
players.
double A, the gold bracket. Bel Air Braves beating HP Baseball Poland.
Nice.
Man, I'm starting to see
Shout out-
HP everywhere,
Shout out
man.
Bel Air Braves.
They must have a long list.
Listen, hey, you cut me off
Hmm?
about Medina Warrior baseball
Oh yeah, go ahead.
because if we are related, then I'm gonna help them get players.
Don't get Junior jealous.
Oh,
If you don't like my post, you hate it. Tabasco Cats in the silver bracket, 11-10 versus
they beat the Coyotes.
12U
Nice.
double A.
Okay. Nice.
12U open, 12 platinum,
12
beating
platinum.
Texas Hooks. Is this who I think it is?
Yeah.
This
Hold
is
on. What
our-
what age group is that? Yeah, that's
let's-
Oscar.
Hey, what's going on, Coach?
What's going on, Oscar? Sponsor of the hat and the chinchilla
Out here. Shout out, yeah.
walk up. That didn't happen. HPE
Man,
Land
I'm so
Services.
sorry, bro.
You got some land services that need call Oscar.
13 double A, 8U Ballers 13 beating Texas Slammers, silver bracket. Let's do League City Ducks.
League City Ducks. Hey, so
10-9.
is that for the elite in Laporte?
No,
silver
it
bracket?
has to
No?
be an NIT.
Has to be an NIT. Okay.
You heard about that? The
Which one?
Elite World Series in Laporte?
They got one in Laporte too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
we're
I
making
heard.
one
We're making
Oh,
one.
okay. Hey.
for silver bracket though.
So,
Oh, really?
yeah. So if you go to the NIT,
Yeah.
and either you get runner up or win the silver side of the bracket, you get
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
You get a free berth. You get to stay at the Holiday Inn right here on
Man.
146.
They don't have to do that much fundraising there.
I know, down the street. 13 open Scorpions Team Easton beating
Okay.
CBA Red, and then
Oh, that's CBA. Them boys are from this side of town. CBA.
okay. BPT Hurricanes beating Texas Blue Chips White, 6-3.
Shout out Hurricanes.
And then the last one, 14 open Los Tigres,
Ooh, Los
Man.
Tigres.
7-0,
Santo Domingo.
winning the open bracket gold, and then the open bracket silver. FP Baseball beating the Cypress
Crusaders.
And no, that's about it, man. That's about it. That was the turkey showdown at Baseball USA.
How did your team do? Did y'all play?
Yeah, they well, I wasn't there Saturday. I showed
Oh,
up.
my. Hey, what's the problem with? Hold on.
Don't
What's
do
the
that.
problem with your team and coaches not showing up,
Don't
bro?
we hear that every week?
If it's not you, then it's Santos not showing up.
Don't do
The
that.
tag
Man.
teaming that team.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, I got an explanation. I told you I'm taking Saturday classes, man. I'm not lying. Anyways,
And
no,
what's Santos' excuse?
man, look, Santos had a personal excuse. Anyway, shout out to Frank the Tank.
He coached?
Frank the Tank came back, man,
Oh, he's back.
and he's watching. So, anyways,
Where's he at?
he's probably somewhere. Anyways, going back to what happened. They tied one, they won one on Saturday, and then Sunday. I mean, what can I say? I mean, Sunday was one of those days where they threw a guy that can pitch very well, and they got the better end of the stick. So I'm not gonna, good job to SBO, man.
Oh, SBO beat y'all?
Yeah. We played the championship. We played the championship at 12 o'clock.
Out of the one team, out of
The
the
winner, whoever won that game was winning the
That was
championship.
the real
I'm
championship, right?
telling you,
Okay,
I'm
I
telling
got
you,
you,
bro.
man.
So,
Yeah.
shout out over there, man.
there was one team you couldn't lose to.
Who?
SBO.
Man, it's all right. It's all right.
Shout
man.
out to Pepe though. Good job.
Shout out, Pepe. Hey, man. Everybody wants to know some. Oh man, y'all read the live feed right here because
Yeah. What?
that's how you say that.
I don't know. I don't know what Juan's trying to say, but Matthew Murphy, thank you for letting us know that X Factor Elite is out of Bryan College Station.
Yeah.
Hey, are they maroon? Did you play them?
No, the team that we played was gray and white.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Anyways, look, man. I forgot what I was gonna say.
You ready to get into it?
I'm ready to get into it. I didn't forget about that.
Okay.
All right, man.
So the reason why Flash
yeah.
Gordon is here is because there was an incident on Field 7, Baseball
sir.
USA, with the five FTP playing against who are y'all playing against? X Factor Elite. My bad. I should know that. That led to a big post.
Yeah.
That kind of consumed the page for about what? The morning?
The whole
Man,
morning.
yeah.
The whole day up
pretty much
until
like the whole, like my phone was like,
It was, yeah, mine too.
yeah. So
Mine too. I was in a meeting. It just kept on blowing up. So this post was made in the morning time with some accusations about what happened that was pertaining to your team,
Yes.
Flash. Okay. And I don't know. I guess somebody said that this would be a good topic, and you said I'm willing to come on or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. I mean,
So to your credit,
Yeah.
you are here.
yeah.
Okay. The person who was making the allegations is not. Now there were ample attempts made to. Well, I'll let you take it over, Junior, because
Look, man, I reached out to the
person.
and she asked me kindly to not use her name, but if she calls in sometime while the show's going on, we'll definitely get her on and everything will be good. But she said that she didn't want me to use her name anyways. I do want to say one thing. She said that there was at least 15 DMs talking mess about her and her kid. I will say this, guys, that is unnecessary. Do not, if you have an issue with somebody, don't get the kids involved, man. At that point, it becomes personal, and then you got bigger issues. So if you got an issue with somebody, just get with them. I think that's the best way to handle it. So that's the only thing I'm gonna say on that. But now I'm gonna get into it, man.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Who deleted the post?
Look, man. Julio didn't delete the post. You didn't delete the post.
Nope.
Our other two guys that help us run the page. I called Santos. I woke him up, and he was like, "Man, I don't know what you're talking about." And then Matt, he told me, "No, we didn't do it.
I didn't report the post. So
Nobody reported the post. So in theory, I think she deleted it. That's the only most logical explanation. And again, that's cool and all, but I mean, that was such a good post.
Yeah, but
that makes a nominee for Hall of Fame.
Okay,
Sure.
but in her defense, okay, if she did get numerous DMs
Yeah.
about whatever,
which
then
is
yeah, that
uncalled
was
for.
that was her
Nah.
right to delete the post.
Okay.
Whether
Yeah.
she whether
will
she did or
agree.
she didn't, but it
Right, but
because we don't want stuff to go too
No.
far. I mean, it's only a game.
I'm not gonna stoop that low to go talk about an 8-year-old kid about
Exa-
anything or attack a kid.
Exactly.
Period.
That's uncalled
So,
for.
no.
So I could see if she did it. I'm not saying she did, but right now we don't know who deleted the post, but we know we didn't. The
Nah,
admin guys,
trust me,
we know we didn't do
There
it.
was no way I was deleting that. I was actually gonna put it on a shirt.
So yeah, I was checking it over and over and over again just in case it's something to refresh. And like I mentioned on the page several times that the admins and moderators were not involved in deleting that post.
Yeah, and
Man,
so
we got the comments popping right now.
and
5-tool rules. Who is that?
Man,
Yo?
your guess is as good as mine, man. I know it's somebody trolling right now.
Oh,
It's gotta
my
be
God.
somebody.
but you know the funny thing was it's not funny, but you know the thing
Nah, it's
about
funny.
the thing the thing about the post being deleted is this. Okay, there are a lot of people that are posting on a daily basis. Okay, during the day we have other stuff that we are doing. Okay, so we're not always going to be on the page trying to delete stuff. It's just not going to happen just based on what we do on a day-to-day basis.
No.
Now, when we get a chance to get on the page, then of course, obviously, we'll get on the page, right? But you know, all I got to say is it didn't come from our end, and it mysteriously disappeared. I know we were there were some comments on there about, oh man, you know, those guys they're deleting stuff, and no,
I agree.
No, we don't delete anything.
We don't delete anything. Like I mentioned before on the page, it has to be really, really bad stuff for it to get deleted.
Well, we don't have time for all that.
We don't have time. You know, we live our lives as the same as everybody else out there. We're not on Facebook 24/7, just waiting for a bad comment to come up to delete. So,
Yeah. If anything, I'm commenting on it.
yeah, we'll comment on it. We'll add on to it. We'll go with the flow, but we're not going to delete unless it gets really, really, really bad.
I want to make an announcement. My phone's blowing up right now, so if I don't get to you, don't think I'm ignoring you because it looks like I'm looking at my phone. So I want to say that. Anyways, here we go, man.
Go ahead.
All right, so I heard one thing.
Yeah.
He heard another thing. He heard another thing. Tell us your side. Let's see.
What happened?
Yeah,
This
what
past
happened? What
weekend.
happened? This past weekend.
Okay, so as you know, we played in the AUAA tournament. So I'm good. Okay, cool. So yeah,
There you go.
all right. So we played in the AUAA tournament.
Right.
So we had to add a couple players because just to make sure we have enough for the roster, so we don't be shorthanded. We don't want to go out there with 8 kids at 8U. That's just embarrassing to me. So we get there in the morning. We were trying to add 3 kids to the roster, 2, 7, and another one. 2 of them got added before we started that tournament game. And then the third one apparently was not added. And the reason why we tried to add that third one because one of the parents had called because hey, one of our family members died this morning. So we don't think we're going to be there for that game or for that tournament, which is understandable. So what happened was we get to the game or whatever, and then we start playing. So we get into the game, and then the other coach was the premier. He said, hey, he called me over with the umpire and said, hey, this guy is not on your roster. And so then I called the guy. I would say, hey, which he was there. He was throwing for us. He said, hey, he's saying this kid's not on the roster. And he was like, oh shoot. You know, I was meaning to add him because one of the parents had passed away. So let me add him now. And then so we won't have to worry about that. And the premier guy said, well, okay, that's fine. Just make sure you take him off the roster for this game and don't play him. And we won't even have to worry about taking it out. And I said, okay, that's fine. So we went over there, told the kid, hey, you're not playing this game because you're not on the roster right now. And then we played the game or whatever. Like I said, we lost that game 12-11. And then the next game, as the next game was about to start, he made sure he's on the roster. And he said, well, he's good to go now. But he had to leave himself because he had to go cover for another game out there in spring. So we play and we win the second game. So we're coming back the next day. So we get to plan another game that day. So we was pretty much about to win that game. It was like 3 minutes left. And all we needed was like 2 runs to run rule. And we're home team. So then we comes here and then the umpire calls time. And I said, what's going on? And then that's when he said, hey, we're stopping this game because we're protesting the rosters. And I said, protesting the rosters, what's the problem? So, and then they said, well, hold on, we're waiting till the director gets here. So I walked away and just went to the dugout just to wait. So then later on, the tournament director comes onto the field or whatever, and they pulled me over and said, hey, well, this is what they're protesting. They're protesting this kid was added to the roster too late. Once the tournament starts and he's added, he's ineligible. So I said, okay, well, I didn't know. So I was like, okay, well, what is? So I said, these two kids were added before the tournament started. This one was added after it started. So he's ineligible and you played him. So you guys are disqualified. Like I said, I had talked to the guy. I said, hey, man, they're telling me we're disqualified. And he was like, Charles told us that, hey, he can't play. He play that game, but he can't play tomorrow. He'd be deemed ineligible. I was like, well, it would be great if you would have told me that night, so I wouldn't even play him. I mean, we didn't have to play him. I was like, well, just tell me, but I never knew. So I'm thinking I'm going to the game. He's good. He's good to go. So we get there and we play. I was like, oh well, and then that's when and then I'm saying I seen their team mom on the field, and she's with the team mom. And then like I'm walking away and then she yells out like, when are you guys gonna stop cheating? When are you guys gonna stop cheating? Are you cheating? You're cheating. And that's when I yelled, get your ass off the field because you're not even supposed to be over here.
What?
You're not supposed to be over
I heard about that.
Your game was literally on the front field up there. You're playing in a championship game. Why are you worried about what we're doing back here in a AA tournament? That's the first game of the bracket play. Your game is a champion. You should be cheering your team on, worry about them. We're not out here trying to cheat you kids. It's 8U. So I was like, man, get your ass off the field because this has nothing to do with you. And I could just see, man, I could just look at the coach's face when he was protesting, like, man, I got to do it. And I said, listen, man, rules is rules. It's fine. You did what you got to do for your team to advance to the next game. Even though in your heart, you wasn't the better team, not even close. Yeah. But I said, hey, good luck to the rest of the tournament. Hey, do what you got to do. And like I said, the parents was frustrated, which they had their right, and then the kids was frustrated. And like I was telling them, man, the hardest part is trying to explain to the kids
why
they lost.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they know what the score was.
Man, I just seen this. Didn't y'all beat them Saturday 20-1?
We did.
Man, I'm looking at the bracket right now.
But it wasn't. It was just. I mean, it wasn't. It just that. It was like, man, I don't know. Like I said, if I would have known, if he would have called me and told me that night or text me that night because he wasn't there, he was in spring. He said, hey, this kid can't play tomorrow. Make sure you don't put him on the roster or the lineup.
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't even play him,
man.
Because I think we would have did just fine without him. He was just there for insurance policy because the kids had family.
Well, look, I got a bunch of messages.
Yeah.
And, I'll be straight up. Everybody's saying you're a cheater. How do you feel about that, man?
Man.
Are you a cheater?
No. Only thing I cheat on is diets, man. So listen. No.
I agree.
It looks like that. Of course. I mean, when you from the outside looking in, it's like you're trying to cheat to win anything. But if, like I told her, I mean, whatever you think it is, that's fine. That's your opinion. I'm not going to change your opinion just by talking back and forth with you.
Right.
But what I can tell you is that you can ask anybody that coached against me or their kid that played for me or came to a practice or a tryout or anything and see how I am. And they know cheating is the last thing I'm trying to do at this level.
So let me get this straight, man. I got to ask you because the people are, they're asking.
Go.
Do you have a kid on the team?
No kids. I don't have any kids.
Okay.
No kids.
So you're out there on your own free will.
I'm
on your own will.
Like I said,
whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, I got a degree in education. I jumped into teaching. So it's been my passion to deal with the youth since I've been there.
Okay.
So it had nothing to do with me having a kid or playing daddy ball or anything like that. I'm here at that level to develop those kids. He gives me the option every year. Hey, which level do you want to do? 13s, 12s? You want to go up? You want to go? I said, man, listen, keep me down here with the younger ones because I enjoy it. So I want to teach them. It's all about teaching.
Yeah.
I can care less about a ring.
Okay.
But see, people think that's what it's all about. It's not.
Now, Flash, let me ask you a question, because when
for it.
you were talking, you said a couple of times that you didn't know.
I did
Okay.
not know.
Okay. So when other people hear that,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, how do you not know?
How do I not know?
Yeah. And because we've got a couple of those questions about, well, if he's the coach, he should know the rules.
Yes.
Now, but before I let you,
Okay.
Now those rules are in abundance. Should everybody know the rules? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Does everybody know the rules? Probably not.
Right.
So when you say you don't know, a lot of people want to know is, how do you not know?
Because I don't control any roster moves or anything like that. I don't have any passwords to anything like that.
Okay.
All I am is he pays me to coach and practice the squads that he needs me to practice. So when he tells me this weekend, hey, I need you to go cover for the 11s when the coach is not going to be there, this is what he got for you. This is what you're going to have this weekend.
Okay.
Go for it. Or, hey, this is the group you got this weekend. You go for it and just go from there. So for me, it's like when I get there, this is the kids that I have, and this is the ones that I know.
Okay.
So all I know is when he gives me this, that means we're good to go.
Okay. Now, when you're saying he, who are you referring to as he?
The guy over the organization.
Okay. And who would that be?
That,
Okay. We'll just leave it at
yeah,
that.
okay. I will 5 to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Okay. So I heard another thing that was brought up to my attention was there was another incident at another park.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that, man. I just want to hear about it.
Just which one?
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
which one?
Well,
was like
just any one of them.
And see,
I guess the grind.
and that's, I think that's where a lot of people are kind of wanted to jump on the bandwagon yesterday, is because there's been multiple times. I don't know. I'm just going off of what people read. So, you know, with all due respect,
Steve over there with the 12U major, he don't care about no little guys.
Yeah, man.
And so, and so, you know, when people start hearing about multiple times, and then you're involved in the multiple incidents, then they start making a correlation that maybe it has something to do with you. Yeah. Exactly. So could you please explain yourself so the people can hear you?
Right. So like I was telling you, so the one at the grind, what we was about to say about the grind.
Okay.
So when I talked to Raul, like me and Raul, we did the first tournament at the grind. We jumped in, my 8-year-old team then jumped in, did the first tournament he had out there with the gloves, and they won it.
Okay.
The gloves right there.
The gloves right there, which are very good. Like I really enjoy these gloves. The kids really enjoy it. They rather play in the grind tournaments than the rings one, because they can actually use the glove. Some of them still use the glove. I love them.
Shout out to the glove.
Yeah.
Have we heard from Raul since he came on?
Man, he's talked to me a few times, but Raul was over there. He busy.
Yeah.
He's staying busy.
So really, yeah. So in this weekend, fair enough, we're playing in the grind tournament again. So pretty much all the teams are going to the grind and playing that tournament. So we went out there. I spoke with him. He said, well, hey, we're going to do one more 8U tournament for the end of the spring season. So I said, we only have like 2-3 teams in it. I said, that's fine, man. I can get you enough kids to get over there, and so you can just have 4 teams in it. So you can just be, legit. Some type of people have games.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we get there. We have to have since it's an unsanctioned tournament. So I'm saying, hey, we're gonna have 2 kids that's not gonna be there for the first game because they're doing 7-on-7 football. So pretty much, for people that don't know, we usually have kids that come out during the season just to come out. Maybe they got tired playing Little League, or they was on a different team and they just want to try something different.
Okay. So
they'll come out to our practice and stuff like that. So what happened is that the AU team roster was already full. We didn't have any more room, and there's no way we can put them on there with already 11 kids.
Okay. So
it was already tough trying to get 11 in there at coach pitch, let alone put 12 or 13. So what we did is that the kids that still came out there, we made them a little makeshift team for that AU, for the grind. So what happened was that those kids that wasn't there, those ones that playing football, they wasn't technically listed on the lineup card that we turned in the first game. So what I was told is, while I was at another park dealing with the 7-year-olds at Baseball USA, I get a call after our pool play games, and they're saying, hey, they're protesting the game. And I was like, why are we protesting the game? And he said, well, you have a legal roster. And I was saying, a legal roster, what are you talking about? He will say, well, since you didn't have those 2 kids on the roster on the first game that you played in that pool play game, they're illegal. They can't play. So I was like, well, hold on. I'm on my way back now because I need to talk to Raul. I was like, well, man, hey, what's the problem? And he would say, well, man, technically, since they wasn't on that lineup card, that means that they're illegal. Well, I was like, well, man, it's unsanctioned for one, and two, we didn't hear anything about that until now. And I said, man, the only thing I said, man, you could have killed all that saying, hey, they wasn't cheating. They didn't cheat you guys. We was the number 1 seed. Why are we cheating at a number 1 seed in a tournament? Why? Yeah. If that's the case, if I wanted to win that glove that bad, I could have just sent all AAA players there and just win that tournament.
Because it was unsanctioned, right?
It was unsanctioned.
Okay.
So I could just put anybody on the roster and say, hey, that kid he never played with us before. And go play. But that was my issue. I said, man, you could have just said, hey, 5-2, they didn't cheat you guys. They didn't do anything. All they did was they didn't have the players on the lineup card is the first turn in.
Okay.
That's just a misunderstanding. Don't think that we're just pulling kids off and just say, hey, just change your jersey. We're picking up kids. Just change your jersey, wear this jersey, and you go play there. That's what irritates me. Saying people think we're cheating. They say, oh, they're cheating. There they go. Cheating again. That's all I hear. Every time. That's all they do. They cheat. That's it. They cheat.
So look, people are asking.
Yeah.
What happened in Scrapyard, man?
Yeah,
I gotta hear about this because I had a coach reach out to me.
Yeah.
And he put everything. I mean, he put everything out there, and I just want to hear your side.
But before I'm glad you asked that question from, I guess, that coach, because I'm looking at the screen right now, and you had your chance to come on. We'll just leave it at that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, I see the question. I can see it right here on the screen, but I mean, you had your chance to come on.
Yeah.
And the chance is still afforded to you if that's what you want to do.
All right. Well, I just got a DM from Charles Baker. He's watching. And,
who's that?
USSSA director. He states Flash didn't know. Me and Carlos talked. I let him know, and he informed me that he forgot to tell Flash. So Flash is solid people. This is coming from USSSA director right now.
Apparently, I'm a cheater. Apparently, I do this on purpose. They think I do this stuff on purpose. Apparently, I have to win an AUAA tournament so I can be solidified as a good coach.
So just what Junior read right now.
Yeah.
I mean, does that validate?
No, like I said, whatever opinion you have, you're gonna have.
Yeah. I get that, Flash.
I just hate, like you're saying,
I get that, Flash, but because you're just validated. That's, I mean, you from yesterday on the post. I mean, man, some people were dogging you, bro. I mean, and so you get that message, or Junior reads that message right now. Shit, I'm feeling pretty damn good about myself, bro.
But
I understand what you're saying, bro.
I already knew that.
Yeah.
So I already knew that.
Right.
So that's the issue that I have. But I'm not gonna go back and forth. There's no point in me trying to clear my name if you're just gonna keep doing that. So I said, fine, whatever you think, lady, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine. That's
fine.
Man,
there's somebody saying out there that FTP rules are only the rules that they play by. What you think about that? I mean, I'm just saying. Look, I had a situation happen before.
Yeah.
So, you should I talk about it?
But before he talks about it, what I don't want to miss in this situation, Flash. Okay, and I told you this off camera. We respect the hell out of you for coming in here and answering these questions. You could easily hit.
Yeah.
You could easily hit.
Yeah, straight up.
But you did not.
No.
And so you're in here taking questions from us. And before you came on, we told you we were going to ask you the hard questions, but we were going to be respectful.
True.
Because there's always two sides to every story.
Yeah.
And both sides, were afforded the opportunity to come on. You were the one who accepted. The other one did not. And that's that person's right. But thank you for coming on and being honest, and we respect all that. So go ahead, Junior. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what I wanted to bring up was the fact that there's a lot of chatter.
Yeah.
All right, and all the chatter that they're talking about, like 5-tool cheaters. All right, so I've heard this. Now I don't know how true it is, but I'm gonna tell you my situation, and maybe we have some 5-tool people here, maybe head guys watching.
Yeah.
None but respect to him, none but love. But Last year in the 9U major division, we had this happen. Playing in the 9U major tournament in Beaumont, we noticed one of the players that's in 5 tools playing at Baseball USA.
Yeah.
They lose. The kid makes the drive, shows up to the semifinal game where they're playing us.
Right.
We know about the situation. Head guy, I assume, knows about it. Kid goes into the dugout. Kid goes back out of the dugout, sits on the bleachers. Long story short, we ended up losing in like 9-10 innings. They ended up winning the bid. But I saw this happen.
Yeah.
And I can kind of, I guess I can I can relate to how people are saying they're cheaters.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's a different situation.
Right.
But I guess you can kind of see what's being said
I know,
and how people feel.
I know
right?
I know the story behind that as well. So
okay, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Now, are you putting that on the owner of the organization? Do you think that person knew?
Look, I mean,
and I'm only saying this, and I'm not
Yeah,
against
yeah.
you, but we run companies, right? And I'd love to sit here and tell you that I love what my employees are doing every single damn day.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is, I don't.
Yeah.
So I'm counting on them. So maybe this owner is counting on his coaches to do the right thing. And sometimes, if you guys aren't in charge of the roster and all that stuff, then coaches like Flash are put in a predicament. Man, they're in a no-win situation.
It's tough.
It'll be tough.
It's tough.
It'll be, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Hey man, but I gotta salute you for being somebody that doesn't have a horse in the race.
Right.
You're still there riding, man.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, that's big props, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I don't do it like for the glory or the rings. I just do it because I enjoy seeing the kids. Just seeing them from the first day we have them to now is just the part that I enjoy doing it. So, like you said, man, there's no kids for me right now, so I'm good on
Now, how many times has this happened to you before? Like
This-
about the rosters?
that one would be 3. This would be.
Have you talked to the head guy about this, man?
Yeah.
What is his response?
Man? So I would say like this, man. I think that he has too many irons in the fire.
I can see that.
Too many irons in the fire. So I mean, over the past 3, I've been with him for like almost 7 years now.
Okay.
So from the first time I've been there, from the first year to now, it's pretty much almost double the teams. So, but the problem is, there's only one person handling every team.
Yeah, I can see that.
So there's going to be times where things will slip through the crack. Unfortunately, it's happening on my end. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I'm the one that's gonna take the beating for it because, well, I'm the one that's out there.
Right.
So since I'm the coach, everyone's assuming, well, you're the coach. You should, the roster, everything, the rules, and which you are right. I should have a better knowledge of all the rules.
Yeah, but I didn't say that to you to be.
No, but this is just
because
that's the principle. If you're going, like I said, if you're going to do it, you should have some type of knowledge of the rules that you're playing by.
Yeah, but that rule book, man. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I know all the rules because
I mean, should U-Trip and Nations do something about that to help out the coaches? What do you think?
It's totally 2 different rules. That's the issue that I don't understand.
Yeah,
about.
there's not a universal rule. So I mean, whatever works for one doesn't work for the other.
Doesn't work for the other.
So I mean,
fair enough.
And I doubt that's ever going to be uniformed. But man, it's just I think you're just probably, man, put in a bad position.
No.
And, and I don't fault. Everybody's going to sit on here and do, oh man, fault the owner and all this. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But man, if you're one person and you're doing a couple of teams, man, that thing's hard, man. And here's the deal: not everybody can input players.
No,
I have figured out over my career that there are some people who can input players. Awesome, great. And then you got some other people that cannot input a player if their life depended on it.
So that's brought up to that first situation that we had.
Okay.
So normally what we do is that we usually have a college kid comes out there. He comes out there for like hours, for like voluntary hours and things like that.
Okay.
And what happened was he helped them, like say, hey, I want to help out. He's into technology and stuff like that, web-based and stuff like that. I'm good with computers. So what he tried to do is try to give him that liberty, say, hey, I'm going to need you to input these things for me, input these rosters for me while I deal with other things. And so he gave him the leeway to do it. What happened was that he didn't put it in correctly, which got us popped. And then that is where he came down, the U-Trip guy came down, Nation guy came down on us, brought the guy in and said, hey man, what you did, you really almost just gave 5 to the death penalty, because he could have just said, man, you guys are done with U-Trip, you guys are done with Nations, you guys are just, we're gonna ban you for at least a year.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
yeah, so it was that serious, that it was that serious. And then he was like, well, he took full responsibility of what he did. He sat down, he got a phone call from the USSSA guy, say, hey, well, man, what is your ban? Whatever he does, your kid is done as well, even though he doesn't play. So
Right.
But just for future, no, we don't allow that. Just to let you guys know, that's not allowed.
So that is a death penalty.
So look, I heard about there's a suspension or whatever. Now the suspension, is that just for that weekend, or is it for like future events, or how's it being handled, or what?
The one that was just brought out.
Yeah,
I don't have any. I'm trying to figure out, well, who you're suspending. So I'm assuming is suspending me, and I guess what he said is at least just one tournament, whatever one I coach in the next one.
Okay.
Which is I guess that's what they was looking for, me to get some type of punishment. So okay, cool. So I was like, well, if that's what it is, the only thing I don't like about it is why you putting it on a group.
Okay.
Why you just couldn't just either tell the owner, hey, this guy is whoever that is, he's suspended, or you could come to me. You could have just DM me and say, hey, for the next tournament, you're done. Why would you put that out in public like that?
You're talking about on the post, right?
On the post. Like, why would you?
Well, apparently there's a conspiracy going on. We don't know what happened to the post.
Maybe Larson deleted the post somehow.
Was it Darren? Darren hacked us? Man, I don't even know what happened. But yeah, the post is no longer there, so I can't go back and look at it. But I did kind of see a little bit of it.
Yes. Yeah, it was said. Well, that guy, the coach of that team, will be suspended for next USSSA event, or until he comes back to USSSA event and he's suspended again until that time.
Okay.
So then, well, Charles talked to the guy over the organization, saying, hey, well, this is what's going to happen. And then he found out that he put it on social media. I said, well, why would you do that? How professional is that you was going to suspend a guy over social media?
Yeah, for sure.
So I was like,
it would have been better if he would have called in to the show and done it, right? Can you imagine that?
Yeah,
holding a selection Sunday or some type of deal. All right, you're banned, you're in, you're out.
That's fine. Like I said, if you want to come in person and talk to me, I have no issue with that. I'm not gonna bite your head off.
Right.
We're gonna have just a regular conversation with what I saw, what you saw, and then what everybody think, that's on them. That's it. I'm not gonna be trying to talk down on you. I'm not gonna try to talk over you. If you have opinion on what you thought happened, that's fine. But I'm just telling you what I saw and what went down.
Okay.
Fair enough, man. Well, it sounds, look, I have no reason why to doubt you, especially somebody that doesn't have a kid on the team. That says a lot about you, man, straight up. So shout out to you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Nah, man, like I said, I enjoy it. So like it didn't temper it just made me want to do it more. Like that very next practice was surprising. Like even after all that, the blasting on Facebook, that very next practice we had on that Monday, everybody showed up.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
It was on the post. We got a large following. Anybody bring it up at practice?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Oh no, I was getting messages from the parents on Facebook like, who is yeah, and they were like, who is that? You know what I mean? I said, and I said, yeah. So no, they know. Everybody knows. They seen it.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So the person in question who the originator of the post was on the field.
Yes.
Okay, because I thought I read where somebody said maybe it was the person that they weren't on the field. Is that what you read, Junior?
Man, I read that she was in the middle.
She was on the field.
Look, I heard from different people
that
she was on the field and she was the one starting like the extra commotion.
I didn't say anything to the coach. I didn't say anything to her. I didn't say anything to the team mom. I didn't say anything to the umpire. After the tournament director told us what happened, I told my kids, hey, get your stuff. I'll talk to you outside. Then she started. That's when I told her. I didn't tell her when I walked on the field, tell her, get your ass off the field. I didn't say that until she said something to us while she was on the field. So for her to say that she wasn't on the field, she must have blacked out.
Does anybody have the high cast feed?
That's what I was about to say. Is that you probably get it on Highcast.
Yeah, we should pull it up, dude. You have high cast on here, Julio?
I think I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, because
that'd be good.
That's right.
I mean, it's an early game anyway, so it's prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Go ahead, Junior. I was gonna ask something.
No, we're talking about high cast, man. Somebody needs to check high cast. The people are asking, where is a high cast feed? Hey, this right here, HP. Is this Aaron Cunningham? Shout out to Aaron, if that is Aaron. Today's show is going to be sponsored by HP, but the hats didn't come through, or the chinchilla coat. Wait, that was awesome.
I'm wearing Corpus Christi Moody, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, I'm wearing a U cap.
Well, mine is sponsored by HP Land Services.
Julio's going to check this out real quick.
Let's get over.
Go ahead. Y'all keep talking.
Let's man, Flash. I was gonna ask you something and I forgot. Hey, Junior, could you bring Flash some water and bring me some water, please? Man, I was gonna ask you something about. Oh, okay. I know what I was gonna ask you. Okay, so we've talked about the multiple times that an incident has occurred with your team. Okay, so now let's flip it. Okay, because my understanding is every time there's an incident, this person is involved. Is that true or is that not true?
True.
Okay, so to that, are we still online?
Yeah, you're still
okay.
Okay.
So to that, do you think that person is stalking you, or not stalking you per se, but stalking the team? It just can't be a coincidence that she's getting you 3 times, or maybe she
is something that she enjoys. I would say. I mean, this is not the first time or first team this hasn't happened to.
Okay.
So once she gets a whiff of it, she's just gonna be like just a pit bull and just lock onto it, and she's just waiting for any minor slip up that you have, and she's ready to blast. Like I told everyone, I said, listen, as soon as this happened, like I said, it happened on Saturday. I tell you, I can bet you $100 that as soon as I get to my car and look at my phone, there will be a post about us cheating. And as there it is, boom, there it is. And then the thing that happened on Sunday, I told him, I said, listen, it's going to be another post. I'm telling you, it's going to be another post. And I was letting the guy know, say, hey, she's going to do it again. She's going to blast us. I'm letting you know. This time, she tagged me into it.
Okay.
And then that's when everybody, she's just like, well, here, we're just going to just put everything out there. We're just going to put every kid, we're going to put the whole organization out there, and we're just going to blast and see what happens. So I was like, well, man, you said that you was over it and all that stuff, but you're steadily making comments about it, and you're blasting us. Every little post that you make is a jab at what we do, or we're always cheating or stuff like that, or stuff. I mean, like,
yeah,
come on, man. Like, come on. Like, it's 7 and 8U baseball.
Well, we all know it's that age is not really about the kids.
No, not at all.
We all know that, and whether we want to admit that or not, that's totally something different. But so, would you agree that the person that we're talking about is someone that if they were on your team you would like, but since they're not on your team, you kind of like maybe don't like, and I'm not, and
no,
that may be the wrong
it's
saying to say.
I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you. So maybe if she was like, she probably is a great mom on that premier team. She probably takes game cash. She probably does. She probably does a great job. So I'm not gonna say she's a bad person. No, so she probably is a great person. So I'm not gonna say I wouldn't want to have that type of mom on my team. No, so I would. What I would say is that probably you don't want to see that every time you post. Like, well, man, this is what we're doing every time. It's like, well, we don't want that type of attention.
Correct.
So, like I said, she probably is a great person. I never met her outside of Facebook, and like I said, I would like for her to be here so I could meet her, so she can actually see who I am, except for me on the baseball field, to actually see what's the problem is.
Right.
That's all it is.
Right.
But like you said, no, like I don't to say that I don't like her is no. because I never know how she is with her team.
Now, when I said that, I don't mean you personally, but you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
like you
Yeah.
don't want like you said, if I have a mom like that every weekend, it's like, oh no. Yeah, I understand. Right.
Yeah, just to clarify that,
Right.
because
No,
like
no,
I said, I don't know who the
Right.
person is. I'm just going off of what I read, what I was told, and that's why, again, both of you were afforded the opportunity to come on and talk about it, and so that's what we're doing right now. We're pulling up the high cast.
We're pulling up the high cast here. Here we go. You good?
Not yet.
No, okay. Well, we're still working on it.
Okay, hold on.
We're still working on it.
Matthew Murphy said he's gonna pull it up and post it. So if he does that before we do, you are the MVP, sir.
Matthew Murphy, you may beat us to that.
And we're still waiting. I mean, the comments are blowing up, but I don't see no. I mean, come on. Nope, I'm not gonna say it. All right. Anyway, so yeah, Sunday morning.
So
Start a day like that.
That's tough.
So what would you do as a proactive before the tournament as far as rosters?
You was asking me what
Any of you,
man? So,
like, what's the proactive thing to do before a tournament as far as rosters?
What we talked about, say, man. So listen, when we can't have this happen anymore, even though we cannot have it happen, because obviously now the reputation is that you guys got to cheat at that age. Even though we have multiple teams playing in multiple USSS tournaments with multiple rosters, now they think we're cheaters. So I was like, man, before we go out there, let's check over the roster. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, we got somebody calling in, bro. You want to get him on?
Yeah.
Was it plugged in there last time? Let me go find it.
Yeah, well, you can put it up against the
Jesus.
thing.
You want to put it up against the thing?
Yeah.
All right.
See if it works. See if it works.
Hold on. Hello?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear us?
Hey. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Who are we talking to?
I'm gonna let Julio hold it up because then my arm's gonna cramp. That's my strong hand.
Who are we talking to?
You ain't got no strong hand. Everyone knows that.
Oh, that's messed up. Hey, she's coming in hot. Okay.
No, look.
It's on the bottom side.
Let me start off. I don't know your real name, Flash. That's all I know you by.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna call you Flash.
All right.
That's good enough for us.
Okay. So the only reason why I got involved this time was because another mom asked me to look into it. Like, they reached out to me, a team that y'all were going to play, actually that you did play Saturday.
Yeah, which
a
was,
mom.
I'm
a
pretty
mom
sure
on
it
that
was.
Team,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
A mom on that team reached out to me and asked me to look into this.
Okay.
And so I looked into it and I texted, I don't know if I can say their name, but I'm sure y'all know who, on YouTube, and asked if it was legit. And he told me 2 of the players were legit, which you talked about, that were added prior. It was the 3rd one that was illegal.
Right.
Which you admitted.
Yes.
And that's when I was asked to present the text that I received.
Damn.
So that's why I came onto the field. I showed the text. And yeah, I got a little mad when you threw your glove down. That's when I got mad.
Yeah, but the glove was thrown down wasn't towards any of you guys. It was because the game was pretty much over. So it wasn't.
I need to put out there that I presented this text message to the coach of that team prior to that game even starting. When they protested it was completely up to them.
So
my question is, why would they ask you to look into it?
Because that mom on the other team and I have been on the same team before.
Okay.
When the first incident happened at Scrapyard.
Okay.
So they are no longer a part of our team. They're on a different team. But not just that team. There's been 2 other teams that they've texted me and said that they were playing 5-tool players, and they've asked me to look in to see if the roster was legit.
Okay.
And that's why I was there at, I guess y'all call it the grind. I only know it as Dow.
Yes, that's the grain. Yes, ma'am.
And I was there because my son picks up with that team during off season. So that's why I was there. But the only times I've ever questioned 5-tool players is when I was there at that game. This is the first incident when I was involved when I wasn't playing. And that was only because I was asked to look into the roster.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I don't like go out there and, okay, my post was a little over the top. I was a little heated at the time. So maybe how I worded it, what I said was off. But I mean, there's been 3 instances when we've played 5-tool, and the first one was probably the worst at Scrapyard. And the way it looked like to us, and I actually wasn't the one who found that at Scrapyard. I was not the mom who, pulled up the birth certificates that, were altered. That wasn't me. I was just on the team.
well, I guess like the question that all of us have is like, why? I mean, I know that you said you were asked to look into it, but I guess everybody has that feeling or that thought because we've seen you post multiple times about this. Like, I mean, what made you like do it? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I know you were asked to look into it, but that doesn't necessarily go in there and, really tell them,
I mean, this other mom is my friend, and we've played together for years. And if someone says, we're playing a team and they don't know how to look up if a roster is legit or if they know the rules.
Yeah, I got a question real quick because they're asking our feed. Do you know the other coach or no?
The other coach for the team that
for the other
he was
team.
playing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because people aren't buying it right now. People are saying there's something else that played into the part. I mean, I'm just asking. We're trying to get the story out straight because I heard like 3 different like rumors. I heard there was a brawl. I heard there was somebody.
Flash did I get into a brawl. We all know who would win that.
not Flash.
And I can't read the comments right now, so I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
So I was asked to look into something. I texted the person from UTRIP asking about the rule, if it was legit. He told me the answer. I was asked to show the text from him. That's what I did.
Okay. Okay.
I got a question. Did you delete the post?
No, I wouldn't delete my own post. I'm still on there. I'm still commenting. I'm still here. I have nothing to hide.
Yeah, I know that. Well, because,
we're trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, within the group of admins.
Hey, it took me a while to write that. That was like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're just trying to figure out where that post went because
it was good. I was going viral for a little bit.
I tell you what, it was. Somebody sent me a screenshot of maybe 70% of it.
Man.
And
I mean, I'm trying to drive to work, and I'm like, oh.
Hey, well, Nicole, are you willing to take on the roster investigator for USSSA if they ask you for the job?
I mean, if Darren wants to pay me enough, I'll take on that job. But it's just the fact that it's just been convenient that I'm not going to say every time. 3 times that we've played, there's been an issue. And the first time that this happened, there was a scuffle, not with me involved. I'm the quiet one on the sidelines. I keep score for my team. I play my kids' walk-up music. Like, you don't ever hear from me. I'm the one that's apologizing to the umpires for how parents talk to them. Like, I'm the quiet one. But the first one, it was pretty rough, like between, parents and stuff, but I wasn't involved in that. I was on the sidelines.
So let me ask you this. You don't think that they asked you to look into it after they lost 20-1?
I didn't even know if they lost 21.
I'm just saying, because I'm looking at the scores and I can see why somebody might try to get an
Are you
extra.
talking about X Factor?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just
No,
bringing
that's
them up.
not the team that asked me to look into it.
Oh, so it's a different team.
What?
We was playing Premier next.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it was Premier.
We played Premier Saturday.
Wait. So let me get this right, because I'm kind of confused right now. So the protest wasn't even with a team that was on the field? No.
The protest
Oh
was-
my
No,
God.
it started.
What?
Hold on. It
Hold on, let her
started
speak.
Saturday.
Let her speak. Go ahead.
That's when it all started.
Okay. And it started. Okay. So your friend plays for what team again?
For Premier.
Premier.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
This is getting really, really
Okay. So
interesting.
let me ask you a question. So you've heard Flash, and we've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. So he was probably on an hour.
I've been listening the whole time.
Okay. So what do you think about his explanation? I mean, he kind of broke it down. I mean,
He did, and if what you're saying is true, then I feel for you in the position you've been put in, because it makes you look really bad and really shady. And if that's true, then I'm sorry, a lot of the blame has been put on you. But that's what it looks like from an outsider's perspective.
okay.
Right.
Okay.
We can buy that.
I
That's,
totally
that's,
agree.
yeah.
I totally agree with you. And we went through that, and it's like, well, it makes me look really bad because I'm the one that's out there. So, and really, I'm the one. There's nobody else can take the brunt of it. So, of course, I'll be the one that's get pinned to it. Say, well, yeah, this guy is shady. So, I can see your point. Like, I'm not saying that what you're saying. Like, hey, I get it. If you look at it that way, say, yeah. So, I'm not mad at what you said. Well, or what you think. That's your opinion. So, that's fine.
Hey, Nicole. Are you willing? If 5 Tool hires you, are you willing to check the rosters every weekend?
Look,
I mean, you're working for Premier, so I mean,
no, I'm pretty loyal to where I'm at. And
What age group is your son?
I'm sorry.
What age group is your son play?
8U AAA.
Oh,
Okay.
Flash, here we go.
hey,
We can
y'all need a
go up
player?
to double A, bro.
Y'all need a
Triple
player,
A.
Flash?
I mean. No?
Nah, she seems happy with Premier, so
I
I don't want to ruin anything.
No, I post on there all the time about my kid and his home runs, so everybody knows who I play for. And the organization, with Premier, I have nothing but good things to say about them. It's just a matter of fact that, someone asked me to look into it. They asked me to share the text, and that's what I did. That's why I was there.
Okay.
Okay, and much respect to you for coming on and clarifying your point, because you know how it is, unfortunately, if we're not hearing your side, then the person who we can't hear from is usually the one who's getting roasted. So I want to commend you for coming on.
I was totally going to come on, but if people want to message me and start talking about, my kid, is this and that, and start taking it to a personal level, and saying that my kid's not good at baseball, obviously they don't know which kid they're talking about. Right. And I take that personally.
Yeah, as you should.
As you should know, Nicole, that I had nothing to do with anything like that. I would never tell anybody to message you and say things about your own kid. And like I said, I was really looking forward for you to be here so we can actually talk. And besides being on a baseball field, just to see, we can get each other's opinions out, and we can just see to go from there. But like I said, I apologize that you had to go through something like that. But there's nothing that I wouldn't stand for that either, for somebody to attack your own kid on Facebook. So,
yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I don't know you personally, and I only know from the situations where my team was playing your team. And what happened, and it all started at Scrapyard. And I feel for, I don't exactly even know what happened at Scrapyard. All I know is that another mom on our team questioned 2 kids on your team, and one in particular that was hitting it, over the fence 220 at Scrapyard. At that time, we were 7U.
Damn. Man,
And-
y'all sure that kid wasn't from the valley?
Actually, you know what? He's a good kid. Like, I see his parents every day, pretty much where I work at. And the thing was, like, saying, like, while we were talking about 2 different nations and U-Trip having 2 different rules. So,
Right.
like, his birthday falls before the deadline, but his grade that he's actually in was he was in 1st grade. So, and U-Trip, he's technically 7. But the team that he came from never had a 7U, so he just classified himself as 8U. So there was no 7U team for that team. So that's when your coach came over and showed me, hey, this is where he's at. I never knew what team he came from, and when the first time he showed me him is the first time I seen that, and that's when he was like, well, he's 8U. I said, well, man, what I was told that he's 7. His birthday hasn't came by. His mom has his birth certificate and his great report card. So that's all I knew. So when he brought that up, I had no idea. And then, like I said, man, I really apologize. Like, I had no ill will. I had no intentions of cheating the kids, especially at 7U. So, I mean, I honestly did not mean for any of that to happen. I really didn't. But like you said, it happened. It was an unfortunate event. I don't have any ill will against you guys or anything like that. It was just like you said, just a bad situation.
Yeah, and just the way I looked at it from my personal point of view, and other parents on our side, is that you brought in this kid who was a beast of a kid, and he was hitting 220 at 7U, and had he hit a line drive to our pitcher, it could have been a bad issue, like a safety issue.
Correct.
And that's how it looked from our end.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
Anything else you want to add, Nicole? And once again, thanks for calling us once again.
No, I mean, I would be there. I'm at home with my kid right now, so
Nice.
I would be there. But I wanted to call in and give my side of it. That's the only reason why I was on the field. I never said I wasn't on the field. I'm also going to clarify that. I never said I wasn't on the field. I said I was not escorted off the field.
Okay. And I think you wrote that on the comments earlier, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I just said I wasn't escorted off the field. I only got mad because he threw his glove down, and I said, how many times are you going to get caught cheating and get disqualified?
I think I would have thrown my glove down too. Was that the glove you won from the grind?
No. The glove that I only bring the grind glove out when we do like the NIT or something like that, because we won the Cinco de Mayo one, so it's really nice, man. I really like that glove. Yeah,
You got some Mexican nationals over here across from you.
All right. So, hey, Nicole, I appreciate you calling in, and thanks for clarifying your side of the story.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll give it to you. The Saturday at the grind, y'all won fair and square. Against the team that my kid was picking up, y'all won fair and square. And that is a good team to beat. It's a hard team to beat. So I'll give it to you. And, when we do play you guys, if y'all play against us, in the future, I mean, it's a good game, but, we just want it to be a fair game.
Understand.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right.
Well,
So,
group hug before
hug.
before y'all leave. Group hug.
Air hug. Air hug it.
so
Air hug.
we'll leave the past as it is. And moving forward, there's going to be no hard feelings. I hope to play you in the future. I've seen your kids play, and you have some good players. So
thank you. I really appreciate
apologize if my post came off harshly. I was heated in the moment. So
that early?
Hey, look, I gotta be at work super early in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
So
All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in, Nicole, and we'll stay in touch. And don't leave the group, man, because it's gonna be good. You
Hey,
know.
I'm the Michael Jordan of that page.
Oh,
Yeah, somebody called you that. Yeah. Somebody called her that. Somebody
gave me
deleted
that
the post.
award.
Yeah. So that's your end of the year award before the end of the year. So as a
Alright,
matter
so anytime I post, I'm gonna say Michael Jordan reporting.
and as a matter of fact, Junior posted some old trophies that he's trying to give away, and we're gonna give you one. We're just gonna put the placard Michael Jordan of the
Hey,
page.
I
Yeah.
only accept gold rings now.
Oh, and that's
well, Junior
fine.
don't have them.
No. All the 7 and 8 they're all global NIT states.
Man.
So that was back in the day. We were out there killing it, bro. But anyways, all right. Well, it was nice talking to you, Nicole. You got my number, so holla at us at any time, and hopefully we can see you post some more.
I'm gonna watch what I say now. Apparently,
And if you get
people messaging me.
if you get a job by Darren, I want 25%. So, Darren, if you
You're
watching,
gonna take up at least 50%.
Hey, you know what? Get her info so we can send her a wind-up shirt.
yeah, I'll hit you up after the show, and we'll send you a wind-up shirt.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so
There you have it.
there you have it.
So no more beating around the bush by us. She actually called. So
Yeah.
much respect to Nicole. She called us and she clarified her side of the story. Were you okay with that, Flash?
No, I'm totally okay with that.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yes, sir.
Just want to make sure. But it's also pretty cool that y'all got the group hug. The air hug.
Yeah.
The group hug.
Well, it's a little group hug. I mean, shout out to
So now we
shout
got
out
the
to
mayor.
Matt. Hey,
we
hold
have-
on.
go ahead,
Shout out
go
to
ahead.
Matthew Murphy because when he wrote that, oh, dude, I wanted to laugh, but I didn't want to.
The mayor of Pasadena and the Michael Jordan of the page. Wow. It don't matter. Steve still can't go to Pearland.
Yeah, they can't go anywhere else.
Oh man! Shout out. Carl Cepeda says, "I think we're more confused now." But yeah, that was awesome. Oh man!
Well, I think we solved one of the mysteries from this weekend.
Yeah,
Are
but we
you
still
okay?
don't know who deleted the post.
Yeah, our next one is maybe we'll have this for like a holiday special since holidays are coming up. Who deleted the post?
Man, it wasn't me.
I was in a meeting.
The case of the missing Facebook.
I was in a meeting. Junior, what were you doing?
When the post was going on, man, I was screenshotting you
screenshotting
guys.
everything.
I was like, look, check this out. I'm like, dang. Look, I'll be honest. I'll be really honest. And, I'm sorry, Nicole, but when I saw the name spelled like that, I thought somebody was trolling. So I'm like, man, somebody going hard. And then when I searched it, I was like, oh crap, this is the little kid that hit the home run. And then everybody was like, she was getting attacked. So I put 1 and 2 together, and then everything just kept people were just writing on there. And then when I looked at it, it was like 20 some comments. When I looked back at it, it was like 300 something.
Oh, yeah.
I said, whoa.
It blew up.
And I was probably instigating in there, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, you were. I mean, my phone just kept on going off and off. And I was like, dude,
Man.
what's going on?
Hey, we need to find out who this 5 tool rules is. They're telling us to send them a hat or a shirt.
Hey, but check this out.
Go.
Listen, you're a week removed. Y'all could have been twins. Y'all could have been twins.
Yeah, we could
Y'all
have.
You know what?
You know what I'm talking about?
They was
Yeah,
ragging
yeah,
on
I-
your sweater the last week.
Yes.
The Kate Upton collection.
The
I
Kate
got
Up-
one too. I don't understand what the problem is.
Oh, we should have both
So
worn
y'all like kindred spirits. Y'all
I was
kindred
like,
spirits.
man, why they hating on the sweater?
Nah,
Man,
Steve.
I'm like, dude.
Man, Steve was like, it's because Steve wears nothing but high end stuff.
Yeah,
like
so
the
he
big ass
paid,
house. over
yeah,
there,
so he paid the extra $130 for the buttons on his front.
Yep,
Right?
exactly.
Hey, don't let that car fool you outside. He pulled up in a Lambo last week, wrapped in C4.
Yep.
I was like, damn.
Wearing
When do I get a company car?
Wearing my Creed cologne. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Anyways, look, check it out. One of the. I'm just gonna go straight into this. Is it really Flash or the manager? He gets all the heat. Why stay? You could coach somewhere else, man. Answer that.
Man, to be honest, man, he gave me my first opportunity at this. And one thing that I'm really strong on is loyalty. So, I mean, there's been plenty of times where, hey, you want to come over here or you want to do this and that. And like, nah, man, to be honest, like he actually gave me a chance.
I can respect that.
He gave me a chance.
But at some point,
yeah.
At some point, not, and we won't get into it because
Right.
I don't want the there to be a situation. But I get exactly.
Yeah, so
what you're
really,
saying.
like no, like yeah. I mean, people brings it up, but I was like, man, but honestly, he gave me that first opportunity, and he actually stuck with me, and then he gave me chances with different age groups to figure out which one I was strong at. And he's seen that the parents had a good rapport with me, and the kids had a good rapport with me, and like I just been with him for like saying almost going on 7 years. So
there ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong
Oh,
with
yeah.
that. Hey, Junior, okay, I'm trying to read Carl Cepeda.
It says, y'all might be onto something. When a parent calls out a coach for cutting their kid, bring them both on. Junior and I got called out on Houston Select. Well, look, check this out, Carl.
Did you really?
I don't know if I got called out or not, but if the page ain't bigger than ours, I ain't paying attention to it. So tag me,
Man,
and
I did hear about that one about you.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, we're going. Hold on.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, I heard
Hold
about
on.
you. Man.
Okay, let's bring it
Oh,
up.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, Carl, I see you.
The tables have turned.
Oh, the
man.
tables have turned. Hey, man, look.
Okay, so listen, Flash. I didn't hear it, so why don't you go ahead and just
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
us?
Go ahead and say it, bro. Go ahead and
so,
say
yeah,
it.
so-
before we
so-
go.
Yeah.
Surprise us all.
Yeah, he was talking about coaches and cutting kids.
Mhm.
So it was the fall season, and one of his kids that's on his team played football.
Yeah.
But he was missing practice or something. Well, he didn't show up to enough practices.
Yeah.
So he just flat out cut him.
Look,
So-
man.
and they went crazy. They
Yeah.
try to blast him. So how can you cut a kid for playing football and stuff
Yeah.
like that?
Look,
I know what you're talking about.
Look,
Oh, yeah.
look, I addressed it. I addressed it in earlier
Oh, my fault.
episodes. That decision was not made because the kid played football. 'Cause
Right.
My son played football.
Yeah,
You know,
there's a lot of kids that's doing
look,
that.
something
man.
happened. It is what it is. I actually ran into him the other day at Subway, and he's writing me right now. So shout out to Sean out there.
Yeah.
You know, there's no hard feelings, but it's a decision that was made, and it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, look, man, I'm not gonna get butthurt if somebody calls me out. Like I don't. Like I find it funny. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I got some more clout. I wish they would have tagged
Yeah.
the wind up on it. But it's cool. But hey, man, look, look, the people that really know me, look, excuse my language, they know I'm cool as shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I've been in this game for about I've been in it for a little while, and just a little while I've been on it. I know that one thing about this select world, can't trust nobody, and there's no loyalty.
Yeah.
So I appreciate when you say like you're big on it, because I feel for that, man. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Juan Cruz, I would recommend this.
wait.
Hold on. He asked what he needs a shot. I would recommend this Cava Real tequila that's going to come out middle of next year. That's right here on our here. Right here.
Look, check it out. Carl Cepeda says, "I'm the I'm the POS coach that cut a kid. Mom blew up about a month ago. Damn. Call in and tell us about that.
Man.
Man, that's
there's
crazy.
Plenty of stories about that, man.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's a
You
whole
had
nother-
that? You had that happen to you before?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever cut somebody?
Huh?
Have you ever cut somebody?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yes.
dude. If you're
You have to.
coaching, you're cutting
You have
somebody.
I don't know why.
Are you cutting? Hold on. Are you cutting the kid or the parents?
Parent.
Yeah.
Parent? Never the kid?
No, sometimes if he just it's not talent wise, if he's just a class clown or something like that, man, where it's just I can't deal with it.
Hey, you know what everybody's gonna say to that though, right?
Yeah.
It's only 7 you, Flash.
No.
It's only 8 you.
We don't cut those kids. Now, when we start playing 9, 10, 11, where it's serious, where you got to actually concentrate,
Yeah.
I can't deal with it, man. I can't deal with that. Can't deal with the parent.
What about the crazy moms, man?
That's a game in it itself, right there.
It is.
Well, who's crazier, dads or moms?
Oh, moms for sure, easily.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Easily.
gonna
Yeah?
say moms. Yeah.
Moms easily. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Because they're the main ones taking the books and things like that. They have they're doing the songs and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then, like you're saying, usually really the biggest problem is, let's say there's a play at a base,
Mhm.
kid slides, runs into the kid's hurt. One mom say, good job. That's how you run hard. And then the other motherfucker said, that's my kid on the ground. And then they go, well, he shouldn't have been in the way. And then that, and then that, and then the blue is like, what's going on? Like, oh, here we go. Because it starts like that. Or then like maybe the game gets one-sided or something like that. Start chirping. And
So have you ever ran into like moms that'll like call, well, I guess in coach pitch, you don't call balls or strikes, but when they'll slide, they'll be like safe.
oh yeah. I get moms that would say, hey, you need to throw better. Wait on your pitch. Don't swing.
Oh, are you the coach pitcher for the team?
So
Yeah, that's why he threw the glove down.
I forgot about that, man.
I was like, man, so like I seen a post like
Hey, I got something. You got to
Yeah.
listen to this. All right. So I've proposed. Steve told me I'm a dumbass, but I proposed that we should make coach pitch like more exciting, a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
We should have the opposing coach pitch
that would
to
be
the
awesome.
kids.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I would pay to do that.
Look, screw it. Even if the coach sucks, he can't
Yeah.
lob it in there. I mean, the other coach can do the same,
Yeah,
but I think that levels the playing field.
that'd be awesome.
Do you limit on the speed?
Man, you can go
You go in there,
anything.
throw
You-
90,
Yeah.
100 in there.
Some
you go
dude's gonna be
90,
machine
you can
gunning.
throw it. You could do 30.
Submarine, I'm throwing cutters, two seams.
I mean,
in.
that would change the game.
Oh,
dude.
that would be awesome. Now you really that would be amazing to watch.
See, I got a couple people saying yes for that.
Yeah, I'm that. Well, I strike out the kids anyway because I throw hard, so I don't have a problem striking out any other kid.
How hard you throwing, man?
Man, when the other team sees, say, man, damn, he's throwing like it's game 7. Like he's cold on the mound. I said, nah, man. Normally our team is small. So if the problem is most of the coaches that coach pitch, some teams got bigger kids.
Okay.
You can lob it in there. Those kids supply the power for their show being strong.
Mhm.
We're getting kids like normally like either getting cut that didn't make other teams or just trying from little league. So they haven't hit their little growth spurt. So I throw it a lot firmer. So when they make contact, they can jump off their bat.
Mm.
So of course I'm gonna have more strikeouts because I throw a lot harder. And so doing that, yeah. So which works out for them better because once they get to kids trying to get them out,
Yeah.
they have some type of gauge of velocity.
Let me ask you, because I miss coach pitch. I can't wait till my little one starts playing
Man,
coach pitch.
it's
But are you the
so-
type of coach that when you get on the mound, you turn around, look at the outfield, see how they're positioned? No? Okay.
I don't.
But you will.
Yeah.
You will.
I will. Hell yeah.
But see, the problem when you
They
do
ain't playing
that,
the line. I'm throwing outside.
the problem, but the thing you try to do that, if your kids are not that good, it won't matter what you do. So I mean, there was times when I can throw middle in. I said, man, just pull it, and you could throw a middle in and just get jam shots back. To the
Have
pitcher.
you ever seen any drama on the field at the 8U coach pitch level by the coaches? And when I say that, this is what I mean. Like the coach pitcher will go up, and then he just hums one in there to the catcher, and then it just hits off his face mask.
Oh, man.
Have you ever seen that?
I haven't seen it get that bad, but there's been times where the other team catcher will like try to set up way outside
Yep.
or try to set up way inside while you're trying to pitch
Or stand up while you
or
throw.
stand up or
I seen that.
or some of it either they'll do this with their glove, try to just wave it around, try to distract you.
What is going on?
So it's all different type of things like that. And like you're saying, or some people will have issues with where the coach is standing at when he's throwing the ball to the kid. Maybe he's saying he's too close
Right.
or he's not at a certain
Yeah.
distance. But to me, it looks like whatever park we go to, there's a different distance.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell you what the exact distance is supposed to be because normally they don't even have it marked off. So
You just figure it out. while
just
you're
figure it
there.
out. So
Yeah.
really, I just go from the rubber and I throw it firm enough where they should be able to handle it. So, but yeah, it's when you get back to it, you can be like, what did I get myself into?
Man, I miss
Man,
coach
hey,
pitch. It's fun.
that's right up Junior's alley. Man.
I think he'd
Man.
enjoy that.
He-
He would be a number 1 hit in this group.
Oh,
then,
Yeah,
whatever.
man.
yeah. Wait, just give it. Look, Jace turns 2 on Tuesday. Give it 3 more years, and you'll see me out there. I'm going straight 6U kid pitch. I'll play 9U major. I don't care.
He's not lying about
No,
that.
I'm not lying. Steve thinks I'm playing.
No, I just said you're not lying about that.
Man.
Hey,
Look, Steve wants to start a team.
I do.
Yeah. He's gonna say that he'll sponsor Jace's team, so it'll be SMB, Steve Medina Baseball.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So,
a good start.
but we're
right
only
there.
swinging wood bats.
And that's even better.
All right, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
Man, okay. Well, thank you for letting me know that. You should tell me that before.
I got a question for you. If I come up to you and I say, "Hey, Flash, it's coach pitch, right?
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a wood bat tournament. What do you think about that?"
I would love it. I would love it.
I'm telling you,
That's
Steve.
what I said.
I would
Junior
love-
don't believe me.
I would love it. I guess what people, the main concern is, well,
I'm trying to push it, trying to get Darren to hit me up. Like, all right, you get it, you get half the cut.
Yes, I would love it. I'll be all
Okay.
for it. But I guess the main issue is, well, how many wood bats would you have to buy?
Look, we're willing to sponsor the event.
If
Not
whatever-
every kid, but how many, Steve? You said?
well, I would say 5 would be good enough
5 bats?
for or per team, or maybe 4,
Nah. The going rate on that is 2 or 3.
3. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
You're not-
most
you're not
of these
gonna-
kids have a wood bat on their own anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're right. So 3 would be
Yeah.
just more.
So
than
you would
suffice.
play if we
Oh,
put
for
something
sure,
together.
easily. Oh, if y'all throw a tournament, I'm in for sure. Why would I not come to
Yeah,
that tournament?
I'm with you. I'm with
If anybody's watching and
I knew that was coming, man. Yeah, hey, that 5-2 rules is on something, man.
You
The
see,
Valley
Matthew,
team.
you see Matthew Murphy?
yeah.
So is
With
5-2?
11,
Hey, so is 5-2 rules insinuating that? What is he insinuating with the Valley teams?
What they want to talk about the Valley teams? About illegal rosters? Okay, let's talk about that. You ever run into that? Illegal rosters coming from the Valley?
I think I said, man, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Shea
Okay.
bats?
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah.
Even though I said, man, I couldn't tell you. Even though, like, man, you could just tell by some kids' mannerisms, like,
Right.
But I couldn't tell you. I mean, they're all the way in the Valley.
Yeah,
So
well, you don't even look at the rosters either. You don't. I'm not talking.
I'm not just saying,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
was like, man, like I said, it's AU and it's like, what the hell are we checking? What we're going against a team that's 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
If I have to sit here and look at every kid's roster, look at the kid, look what the teams that they played,
Right.
look at their player history and their tournament history and who they beat and stuff like that at 7 and AU, then I need to get out of it because I'm taking the fun. I'm trying to strategize.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, just
But hey, you have played Valley teams, right?
oh for sure. Yeah.
What's the one thing you notice about them?
Yeah.
The chant, the cowbell, the what?
And the uniforms, but they always got the
Yeah.
pants, bro.
The pants,
Always got them pants.
They're looking good though.
They
No,
look
they look
clean.
They look clean.
They looking clean. But shout out to los Broncos, bro. We gotta use that bit. We never use that. I don't even know if they're still around. But
Are the Broncos still around?
I don't
in the
know.
Valley?
So somebody holla at us if
How would we know? Because I mean, we're just killing that demographic down there. We're not going to be allowed to go down there.
Oh, they're gonna hate
Hey,
you.
I'm wearing Corpus Christi Moody just in case anybody wants to know. Moody Magic.
I'm wearing a Hurricanes hat from far. The Hurricanes, Coach Barbosa.
Yeah,
Holla at me.
going to the elite
Any
and having a fundraiser
yeah,
already.
yeah. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so you're down with that.
Easy.
The wood bats and
Yes.
the coach changing. Okay.
If you,
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get something going, and I'll count you guys in.
for sure.
If it's not Darren, maybe Raul can hop on that.
and
No, we'll
maybe
see.
get a couple of gloves too.
Yeah,
or
for
something
sure,
to that
for sure.
effect.
Now, Flash.
Yeah.
Go back to the 8U level. How crazy is it, man? In Houston.
Oh, it's intense, man. It's intense. Well, especially the last year that we had, man, because it was really a lot of good teams at AU. Like you're saying, we did the World Series down in Gulf Shores.
Okay.
Pretty much, it was like over like 67 teams in that.
Damn.
Like,
Which
really,
bracket y'all win?
we went to the we went 3-1 in our seeding, and we ended up in the C bracket. So
Oh,
it's
Yeah.
A through
Yeah.
it was A through F.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's how tight it was. Like if
So
you
does each winner of the bracket play each other again?
No,
Oh.
they have about 6 different winners.
yeah. So
Yeah.
which
Whoa, what does that mean?
Ooh.
Oh
no.
man, check this. Oh, okay. Anyway,
Hey, how'd you like the World Series in Gulf Shores?
you know what?
Steve says that's for the party team. Is that true?
Well, listen.
It's a vacation. It's really
it's a big, and there's nothing wrong with that
No.
because I'm a big fan of Pensacola, Florida. So
I love
mean-
it. I love it.
Steve got a house.
hey,
down there.
I'm trying.
Oh, okay. I
I'm,
see why you welcome down there. Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
Not. I'm not going to get one by giving
Right-
away bats
right
for a
on-
tournament. That's for sure.
Right on the beach.
Right on the beach, just open your back door and boom, step on the sand.
but here's my deal, and we talked about this earlier. Like Gulf Shores and Destin. Every time I see teams at that World Series, man, they're always having a good time. Man, I see nothing
yeah.
but smiles and
Yeah.
and
Did y'all
all
take
that
the
stuff.
picture?
Did I take a picture on the beach?
The kids did, yeah.
Yeah.
When that, yeah.
Were you on there? Yeah,
Oh, no.
you got to. You
No.
weren't on there? Come
Wow.
on.
Not that. No, not that time.
You gotta
No.
get pictures with the dads.
The
and
dads,
pictures
the
of the moms.
dads with the beer, with the gut,
dad-
the beer gut, and the beer.
Yeah.
The
No,
Yeti cups?
we did have a
Yeti
good
cups.
we did have a good time down there though. So it
Yeah.
was but
I'm saying,
Nah, but-
those because
so-
when you go to the elite, everybody's all stressed out,
yeah.
mad at each other.
So how was the
Man.
Yo, the elite was nuts last year.
like because I like you said I was following it and I was like,
Yeah.
man, because I was looking, I said, well, man, they like that 5-2, they did pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I seen who they got in the first pool. I said, are you shitting me? How
Yeah.
did you pull that?
Dude, that game was crazy, man.
I saw it. I was looking at it on my phone when I was at work.
I
was
think
like,
we were up 9-1.
Yeah, it was
and
like,
they
yo.
came back,
and then went like
and
extra
then we
innings.
went extra innings, and then
Yeah.
it was a slug.
Y'all played each other?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first
the
freaking
first
pool.
in bracket. I was
Yeah,
like,
bracket.
I did not know that.
it was crazy. I was
I
like,
think the
wow.
game I think it ended with 18-10.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And we scored all like
It
it was
was-
like it was crazy.
it was
like,
insane.
It was a great game, man.
Yeah,
like
man.
it was crazy because like we were up and then you guys made a rally
And then,
and then it started getting chippy. I mean, you know about these teams, man.
I mean, y'all play each other
Yo,
almost every
every
tournament.
year.
I was like, man, damn! Every time I hear you got to play the American Force in the
Yeah.
in thing. So I was like, man, maybe they're just putting you guys on the same side of the bracket. So
Man.
Yeah, you
don't
know
have-
what? I don't doubt that, dude. I mean, seriously, the last time we were at the elite in 10U,
yeah,
man, we were in the bracket with SBA Futures, the Bravos, and the Bombers at 11U. And that, I mean, that's like the group of death right there.
yeah.
That couldn't have been a coincidence.
No,
I'm sorry.
They know what they was
Couldn't have been a
doing. They know exactly
coincidence.
what they was doing.
And all the other pools were like, I'm not going to say they were easy, but hell, they weren't as hard as that one.
Yeah.
And
Man,
so,
it's politics, bro.
you think?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
easily.
Mm.
Oh, for sure.
Look, but the elite was crazy, bro. Like
Yeah.
9U was good. I watched a lot of the 10U
Mhm.
last year. Games were crazy. I got to see some 11U as well. It was a great vibe, man. Last
Yeah.
year it was good. You know, the only thing like we were very fortunate not to have any rain events
Yeah.
there. Not one. I think we had one.
That's odd.
We had one and it
That's
didn't even
odd.
rain. Like
It
it was just
showered.
like lightning
Yeah.
or something. It didn't even
Okay.
rain at the park.
I still
Uh,
like Disney better than Vieira.
But it was a good tournament. But you're right though. I mean, first day, I mean, tension's there, bro. You feel it.
It was like he was telling me all about it. It's like, man, I can just feel the nerves from him when he was just speaking to him before they were going down there. It's like,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah, it's
What's that?
definitely not a vacation. It's
Yeah,
definitely
it's-
you gotta
Yeah.
it's some work.
Because right here, like if something don't work, everybody gets blamed.
I
No, not everybody.
No,
the
the
coaches.
coaches.
The
Well, I'm saying
coaches.
everybody that's on the
really,
staff.
like I
Okay,
said, man,
yeah.
that those things like that can make or break a team.
Man, there was
Right.
like 4 teams already. Like
just wanted-
being formed. Like as soon as the game was over.
they just wanted
I'm
to
like,
break. I
damn.
was like, damn. After that, I said, man, y'all did all that, and then as soon as that game over with,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was tough, huh?
I was crazy. That was the last thing I would expect to happen. I said,
Yeah.
well, man, for the season that they had, I was
Yeah.
like, man, I mean, y'all had a pretty good season. I mean,
Yeah.
you won state. You,
Nah, man,
It's
there's
all
a lot
about
of
winning.
pressure right here. You
Yeah.
know?
I'm pretty
It's-
sure, like I said, to hear the stories about you guys and what y'all went through, is like, man, well, they had just as much as pressure as me. I was like, man,
Well,
they
hey,
have-
hey, well, rest in peace, man. All I'm saying is, hey, man, it was crazy. You know, it was great event.
Is that team over? That team done?
Man, I'm not gonna talk about it. We can have somebody come in here and chat about that. But you know,
I'm gonna
it
say
is-
yes, they are, since you're not answering.
It is what it is, and you know, we'll see. We'll definitely see how 10U shapes out for the spring. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be good. At least you know, we're gonna be recording Flash. We're gonna be recording live from the Select 38 NIT.
Okay.
In March.
In March. Right now, I looked in the morning here. I mean, let's pull it up, man. I looked in the morning, and there's already like 300 teams signed up, dude. That's like I'm talking about teams flying in. Steve again said that they're winning the whole thing, so it doesn't even matter whoever shows up.
I did.
But for everybody else,
I ain't mad
you
at
know,
you,
it's
man.
gonna
I'm not
be
mad at you at all.
man.
I'm not mad at you. at all.
Steve said they got like 6 kids flying in.
Possibly. Maybe
Maybe-
driving.
maybe-
you never know.
maybe
You never
9.
know.
Maybe 9.
You
Let's make
never
it a
know.
good 10. Gonna have a 25-man roster out there.
Hold on. Okay, look, it's at 271 right now,
Man.
and let's see who's coming. We're gonna be
We
from
checked.
there.
I think we checked
Yeah.
it. What, 2 weeks ago? It was like
Yeah.
a 170 or something.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but you think all those teams are coming in?
Yeah, for sure. The out of town ones, I'm sure. Look,
Okay,
you got
so that team's from the Washington Kangaroo Court, man, they are salty. If anybody in Houston plays Kangaroo Court, be ready. If you beat them, they are going to be salty. SALTY, capital SALTY.
Talking about past experiences, I've been seeing.
Man.
Yeah. No, we whoop them all the time.
Yeah.
They
How
ain't
many,
gonna beat.
how
They
many
gonna beat
names
us.
are they gonna use this year? Goddamn.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways.
What?
Okay. Cool.
California.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
slow down.
Hold on. It's because I'm getting excited. I want to go see the 8Us, bro.
Medina Warrior baseball. Good luck. Oh, that's 11U.
See, way.
Who's it? Oh, who's it?
Wrong way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. If we're cousins, I'm helping them.
Nah, man.
If we're cousins,
That's a
I'm.
good stacked 11
Yeah.
major.
Yeah,
Man,
this-
that
this
looks-
was
How
that
many
looks-
teams?
man.
How many teams are in there?
I
That
don't
looks
know,
legit,
bro.
man.
Here we go. Let's go down.
Man, ain't nobody.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
Oh, y'all got SBA futures coming in.
Look, Motor City Hit Dogs. Man, Coach Leo, hop on this one, man. Let's go.
I'm picking Strike Zone.
La Marinda Titans.
Oh, they're coming. Oh,
There's
man,
a-
that's stacked.
This Strike Zone win the last. They won the one.
They won in
Dallas,
Dallas.
right?
For real?
Yeah,
Okay.
Man, that hurt.
Strike Zone. Wow,
Yeah, I
Strike
know,
Zone.
man.
That hurt. Man.
SBA futures. Hey, what other? Check and see at 9U if SBA futures is coming too. Just look at that.
Yeah.
No.
No,
These guys bring in two teams.
They what? 9U scared to get in there? Oh, the Brewers are in there. All right, good job, Brewers.
Colleyville. I'm sorry I messed up the name last week.
Colleyville?
Colleyville's in the building. You know, shout out to them. Let's go down to the I think they got a new bracket. Yes. About time. About time. 8U Kid Pitch Major. Great job right there, Darren, setting that up. You're gonna get a big turnaround, and you already have one out of town team signed.
Really? That's all you have is out of town team.
You got 2 out of 10.
Oh yeah, two.
No,
out
they're
of
all
Or
out
out
of
of state.
town.
Out of state.
They're all out of town teams.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
Houston
agreed,
teams in
agreed,
there.
Agreed.
Man, they better set y'all game up.
Right there.
We're trying.
So
man.
everybody-
5-2 will go up there.
Yeah,
We're
come
trying.
on,
We,
man.
no, we already started. We've
Right
been
there,
doing
there
it
you
in the
are.
fall. What's that? Oh yeah, they'll be there. Oh,
That's
for
you?
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll be there.
Come on, man.
Nice.
Let's see.
Devin Sevens will be there as well.
Nice. Well, that's what it looks like so far. So we'll keep checking in because we're gonna be live from there, interviewing all these coaches, all from 7 all the way to 14.
That's awesome.
So
man.
it should be great, and hopefully we can get you in there, man.
Oh, easily. You know I'm there, man.
Yeah, the only right now we're worried about logistics. We're gonna have to figure out because this
Oh,
thing is gonna be
the
all
multiple
over
parks, yeah.
town. Yeah, but I'm sure maybe on a Friday we can do something on a Friday. You
Yeah.
know, and hey, you know what? Before we go, Junior, we need to talk about the breaking into cars at Baseball USA.
Oh, maybe Nicole can
Man.
also do that.
Man,
Nicole
crazy.
checks rosters and checks the parking lot. If you get hired, she said 50, right? 50%.
50%.
Hey, no, look, check it out.
I was trying to find that post a little while ago. I couldn't find it either.
which one?
About the
break-in.
cars breaking.
Who,
Really?
who posted that one?
I don't know.
It was Doug, I think.
That's what I spent like.
But at
10
Baseball
minutes.
USA, man, where are they parking that they're breaking into? Like in the
Yeah.
back?
Well, they said by
Field 1.
field 1.
So right when you go in,
Dang.
right when you
If,
go in.
Oh,
if anybody's
man.
watching, let me know who posted that. So that way we.
If anybody sees a black Bentley, that's Steve's.
It's actually white. But all my cars are white. Just to let you
He's
know.
got a covered parking lot in front.
Steve doesn't pay. They don't pay no more. They pay him.
He cuts
Yeah.
the line. Cuts the line as well.
I wish. I wish.
Darren's gonna call us and be like, "Man, that motherfucker got to pay." Excuse my language.
It's crazy, man.
Man, hey Flash, check it out.
Oh.
Which team are you bringing, Flash? Are you bringing your Friday night team or your Saturday night team? Tell them your national team. You're bringing your national team.
Yeah. We're gonna bring the global 5-2 team now. We're gonna bring the global one.
Oh man.
Oh,
Juan,
man.
are y'all gonna interview the security guard? Man, they're all like 10.
Are they?
I don't know. Do they even have a security guard there?
They usually have like in the morning, like a cop sitting up there,
Yeah,
but
he just
usually
chilling, huh?
as the day goes on.
Man, that dude's talking to them young
Yeah.
ladies. He ain't worried about.
I'm just saying
who's,
that.
nah, I'm just telling you, he
Yeah.
ain't worried about who's trying to steal nothing. I'm not saying he's doing anything, but he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, which is manning or patrolling the parking lot.
Yeah.
But man, I mean,
Oh, I found it.
you found it. Well, here's my deal. Okay, if you're paying $5, all right.
So here's the question: when is Baseball USA going to add security to parking lot? More cars broken in today. Charge $5 a person and child, but people out here smashing windows.
That's a legitimate question that Baseball USA needs to address at some point in time. How many cars are going to get broken into before you address the situation?
It only takes one.
Now during that conversation, they were talking about, oh, if you go to the mall, and man, I'm not worried about the mall. I'm worried about Baseball USA.
Man,
You know,
somebody go break into Steve's Bentley and it'll get fixed real quick. Y'all really want to hit the source? Go find Darren or Charles. Go break their window. Be like, come on, man.
Man,
Nah, I'm playing. It wasn't me.
They need to address that because.
So yeah, it says behind field 1 sometime after 7 p.m.
Okay,
I'm assuming.
Is that what it was?
Where's field 1 at? Is that the big field?
That's the
The
big
yard.
field.
Big
yeah.
field.
The
Yeah.
yard.
They're very in, right?
Yeah, so right when you walk,
No,
right when you drive in.
Yeah, that's
Oh, the
first
high
to
school-
your left. Yeah, it's
the
the
high
yard.
school
Yeah,
one.
the yard.
Exactly.
The yard. So that's what it is. Yeah.
So right when you drive in, I mean,
Oh,
that's pretty brazen.
Yeah.
So they must be coming from the back from that track. That's back there by the school, right?
No. When you're driving in,
Yeah.
that first field you see on the left,
Yeah.
that's the one. So
With
they're
the
breaking
scoreboard.
into right there,
Oh,
right at the entrance.
Damn.
Right at the entrance. So the person who's more worried about you paying $5 is not worried about you losing all your valuables in your car.
Exactly.
Man,
So they need to change that. So hopefully, us talking about it will maybe move the needle. I don't know. Yeah.
Wait, what?
We don't know.
Oh, we practice out of Baseball USA and still have to pay.
No way.
So y'all pay every time y'all go to practice?
No.
No,
way.
right?
No,
that's not
can't-
what he's saying,
That
right?
can't be right. Right.
Okay,
No, that's not
okay.
true because we
Estrada,
Yeah, I practice
clarify
either.
on that, please.
we practice at Baseball USA and we don't pay to go inside to practice. Now,
Man,
when we go to games, yes.
Yeah, they do.
we're gonna have to
Oh.
hire Matthew Murphy as a special a news flash. Like, this guy knows everything.
yeah, we need to.
Yeah. They said it happens at the security guard leagues. Matt, you were hired, my man.
You and Nicole.
You and Nicole.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah,
to-
but they need to address that, dude,
Yeah.
because I mean that's the last thing you want. I mean, first of all, you're already pissed off that you have to pay $5 whether you agree with it or not, and then you park. Maybe you're waiting or whatever, and that's fine too. $10 a fee, yeah, as long as my valuables are okay. You're gonna have to pay for that service regardless. But I mean, it needs to be addressed because that can't happen. So
No, okay,
You know.
okay. Thanks for clarifying that, Estrada.
yeah, no. So hopefully,
Hey, any Yeti cups? Ate you? A lot? No? Yeah.
A ton.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make a shirt.
Hey, dude, it's real. It's really rampant down there.
Hey,
in the-
hey,
in the smaller divisions.
hey, what doesn't help is like I'm walking through the park and everybody's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man, like
Oh,
this is
for
how we're
sure.
gonna get caught. I mean, I was just joking around.
It's usually like, who's gonna make that run before we play? All right.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
crazy,
but-
man. It's
I will say this: Michelada mix will be out soon. If you need a Michelada mix for Baseball USA or any event,
Yeah,
go ahead and
it will be out soon,
Yeah.
sooner rather than later, and it's really good. So we're just waiting on our final recipe, and then once that's ready, then it's going to be out for the masses. So
Carl Cepeda said that have you ever seen coaches firing the ball to the catcher? Have you ever seen an umpire do it? And he sent me a video. Let me come
I've
up
seen it. I've seen it on a high school level.
back to the picture.
Yeah. Is he talking
man.
about small kids?
Yeah, this is bad,
Okay.
Carl.
I think I've seen that before.
Whoa.
I've seen it in the high school. I haven't
Man.
seen it at the little kid level.
Well, look, I don't have no complaints. You see my kid out there, you better throw it at him. He don't catch, you better learn.
I think I witnessed that
Tough
one
love.
time at a ball game before. I think the parents got pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just got it. Oh,
Just because
oh,
what
it
if
just got good. Corey Liberty, I just saw your DM, bro. Hey, it says, hey Junior, we played the Boomba Black Sox that created a new profile on USSSA for 2 kids, so they could win. One of the kids was on a frozen roster. We didn't protest, but that'd be a good topic. Says he also asked me to keep it private, but I'm not gonna say nobody's names. I'm sorry, I'm just reading through this. But dang, this happened at the 90 level.
Yeah. So like
What?
when I was
You know
saying-
about this?
So yeah, so I was telling you about this. I
yeah,
was telling you, so we played the Boomba last year at AU, but they was doing 9U as well. And I was telling other guys they was looking at they said, man, they're AA. I said, man, they're not a AA team. Don't look at that and say they're AA. If you just watch them, they're not a AA team.
Right.
And I was like, well, man, what is looking at their history? It's like, man, they're double A. They was double A and AU. And I said, man, that is the same team. They're not double A. And then, like you said, after they won that tournament in 9U, bumped up to major, they pretty much won in state, 4 in the nation.
Damn.
That quick.
Wow.
So that team was, I told that team was legit, and they didn't believe me because it was double. They had double A by their name.
Wow.
So yeah.
Hey, talking about 8U, right? Are parents a problem game changer at the younger levels or no? Not really.
No, not really. I mean, there's only like maybe one person doing game changers.
Okay.
Other parents have a book,
Okay.
so you'll never get the issue with that. The thing I say probably the biggest issue with the parents is, man, is that every kid's a star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So every
But that never ends.
but it's worse at that level because you can see who can actually.
Everybody came from All Stars.
Right.
Everybody plays shortstop.
Yay.
Hey, why?
Everybody can
Those are
pick.
fighting words.
So, yeah.
I think isn't Matthew going to do a free session?
Who?
What?
Who's Matthew?
Matthew Murphy,
What's he gonna do?
a free scorebook or game changer?
Oh
training
yeah.
Oh,
session?
yeah.
Matt, come on, man. Post it.
Yeah, post it. I
Um,
saw it.
Hey, Flash, I got another question.
Yeah.
How many parents get caught up in 8U? I mean, I guess, okay, 6, 7, 8U about the USSSA ranking. Like, hey, we're number 1 in the nation or we're number 3 in the state.
A lot.
'Cause if you
that's-
tell that to Steve, he's like, what nation? What nation?
yeah, I mean,
The sorry nation. That's,
Yeah.
what, he said. That's what he says.
Or what state? Yeah.
I mean, really, that's like saying it's more bragging rights for the parents. I think the
Right.
kids don't care what they.
Man, they just want to
They just want to
play,
play. So I mean, it's more for the
go
parents.
swimming,
Yeah, they were like,
eat
hey,
pizza,
this is what we are.
play
This- yeah.
Fortnite.
And like you guys know, it's a business. So if I
Yeah.
can tell you, hey, my team is like number 5 in the nation and such and such.
I would ask what nation. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
you're right. Yeah, some parents, some parents, like I said, some parents wouldn't have an idea of what
Man,
nation
it makes a good topic at work.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine going in there and be like, man, I play for the number 1 team in the state. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'd ask what state
oh yeah, that's
because
of
it ain't
course.
Texas.
Hey, Steve be hating, bro. Steve's the
No,
founder of the
I'm
haters
not
club.
hating. No, listen, I just get tired of. Hey, Steve, did you know my team was the number 3 team in the nation? I'm like, what nation, bro? I mean, nah, dude, stop. You don't play outside of Houston. So how do you know that you're actually the number 3
what you got to
team in the
offer.
nation, right? Now, when you start going out of town and you start playing these other teams and you start competing, then when you tell me that, I'll be like, man, you know what? You may be right. But if all you play is the grind and nothing against the grind, and all you play is BLD and all here and locally, how in the hell can you be number 3 in the nation? How
Points,
can you be number
man.
1 in?
Oh, points would tell you.
Okay,
Points
so
would-
I'm gonna tell you.
Points would tell you.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Before we go, this is what happened. So when the team I'm on, when we were 9U, okay, we qualified for the elite,
Mhm.
but we didn't have that many points because we played a lot of nations and we played up at 10U a lot.
Okay.
So our numbers or our points were really, really low. Yeah. But when we got there, we put a whooping on everybody
Right.
and won the elite.
Yeah. So
And had a kid quit right after.
Yeah. And had a kid quit right after.
winning the thing.
Yeah. I'm talking like after the trophy was given. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But I talked about that last week. So
Yeah.
who knows? Hey, listen, before we go, Junior,
Okay.
once again, we want to thank Flash Gordon. And that's his real name. That's his real birth name. Flash Gordon.
He showed us his
He
ID
showed
says
us
it.
his ID.
Thank
We
you
want to
guys,
thank
man.
Flash Gordon for coming in here.
really-
Much respect, bro.
I
Much
really-
respect. And
I
from
really appreciate you guys bringing me on, man. Like I said, I enjoyed the podcast.
Good,
Listen to it.
thanks.
I'm an avid listener, man.
thanks.
Big supporter of you guys, and I really enjoy what you guys do.
Thanks. Well, from the comments, you got a lot of love after you explained yourself, man. So that's a good thing. So you probably thought that you were coming into a Lions Den and you come out group hugs.
Nah.
Junior's gonna hug you afterwards.
We already gave me a hug when I walked in, so we're good.
So Junior, listen, one thing we need to talk about is not really, but we need to figure out when we're gonna have a show and get moms to come in.
Ooh.
Yes,
Ooh.
I've
Mom
gotten
edition.
I've gotten a lot of interest.
I got a couple months.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got Miss
Hit us up.
Oh, for sure.
I got Miss April Jacob reached out to me with that idea. Miss
Okay,
Beth.
so
one of our, you know,
listen. So
we could get it
let's
happen. Make it happen.
let's call it out now. Okay.
Okay.
So we're hit Junior up on the DM or on the page. You know, we want to say it's probably going to be easy during the holiday season.
Yeah, for sure.
We figure it out, and we all come on and we talk because it could be wild. And we got drinks. We got tequila.
Please.
Cavalry tequila.
Oh,
Crown
we're
Royal.
gonna have no. They don't sponsor.
Oh, they don't sponsor? Man.
Strike them. Ferrari Michelada mix. And so, you know, it's going to be something that, you know, we got to talk because we always talking about dads.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes we forget about the moms, and the moms are a vital part of what kids are doing in the select baseball world. And some of them really out there. And so,
It is.
and so we want to do that. So let's put that out. So right now we're
We're putting it out
calling
there.
out for moms.
Hit
wanna
me up
come on.
if you want to get on the show.
Yeah. You know, from now until the Christmas season, let's do it.
Yeah.
And let's talk and let's have a discussion, and you'll have fun. How was your experience here?
I loved it, man.
Right?
And anytime you guys want me to come back, I'm all for it.
What you
I
think
enjoy
about
it.
the studio, little man cave?
I like it, man. I
Yeah.
like
for
this.
sure.
This is nice, man. Someday
yeah.
I want me a man cave like this.
Hell yeah.
Even though I just got a whole bachelor pad, but this one,
Hey.
nice right here, man.
Maybe we go live from your spot next
We
week.
can, man. That'd be
Exactly.
live, man.
Hey, before we go, if there's any team that's looking for a 12U kid going to Cooperstown, I have one
Really?
for you. Yeah.
Oh.
I saw the young man this afternoon, and he's looking for a team to go to Cooperstown. So he's pretty good.
From the Dominican?
No, he's from
Oh.
Pasadena.
I thought Steve. I thought Steve again trying to get the Academy some
No,
love.
no,
He
no,
got a
no.
guy win the World Series, and now he's like, hey, I got this guy, I got that guy. Talking about
Yeah.
private jets.
Not
Yeah.
mad at
All
you,
this.
man.
Yeah,
Man.
I'm with you. But before we go, Julio, anything you want to add before we sign off?
Thanks to everybody that tuned into our YouTube. We're trying to keep this show more interactive with our, people who are a fan of the page and the podcast. So it's working out pretty good. We like the instant responses and the live updates on what everybody's thinking about and talking.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we got Junior.
Hey
before
man,
we
I
roll?
appreciate it. Before we go, as you guys know, Issa Cookies just got a new storefront, so we'll be recording a show there live within the next couple months, and also that will be the official spot of where you can pick up your Ferrari Michelada mix. So stay tuned. We're actually finalizing some of the stuff this weekend, so it should be up and running very soon. And also, before I go, everybody hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, please.
It is audience is growing, and we're gonna try to give you guys the best content that we have for future shows. So you guys know, we have guests that are coming out of town, guests from within town. One of the guys that is very active on the page, Aaron Cunningham from Hunter Pence, will be on in the next couple of weeks. So
Bro, you've only said his name about 5 times. That's
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
That's
I
enough.
know, but I'm saying
That's
because
enough.
the people want to know. They want to talk
Nah,
about
the
it.
people don't want to know. You want to know.
They will start yelling out conspiracies and all that on the
Yeah.
page.
The list.
Wait,
We're about to go.
I was going strong on the closing, and then Steve just
I'm
scratch
speaking
that.
for the people, man.
Speaking for the people, man.
Speaking for the
Man. Okay. And we, random guy will
He's gonna be making his return.
He's gonna be making his return.
But listen, also for the holiday season, since a lot of people are gonna be what?
Take a shot, Steve. People saying, why don't you take a sip?
Oh, I'll do that. Well, where's the cup at?
Oh,
Exactly. Hey, so
it's not water. As Gil last week.
you're right. It's not water. It's straight up tequila. Good tequila at that. But we need to for the holiday season. If we're gonna do the moms, we ought to do a listener. Invite some listeners, and we can chop it up, as Junior would say, and just talk about the select baseball world in Houston and in general. So see what happens. So,
Yeah.
but man, great show though. Great show.
Thanks for coming out, Flash.
No, thank you guys.
Flash
man.
again,
Once
and Nicole as well. We can't forget her.
Yes, Nicole.
Thank her for coming on and telling her side, and thank thank God everybody had an internet group hug.
Yeah,
And,
that was awesome.
That was awesome. So everybody who's playing this week, I wish you well. Get there on time to Baseball USA. Lock your doors.
Dress warm.
Dress warm.
Supposed to be cold?
Supposed to be.
Same thing. Same
Yeah.
as us. We can 40s.
Supposed to be, yeah. Keep all your valuables hidden. Don't park by field 1. And take exact change, because if you go in with $4, you may not be allowed to park.
Double check your rosters.
Double check
your rosters.
double
guys.
check. If not, find Nicole. Maybe she'll do it for you. Maybe buy her a Coke or something. and so I hope everybody. No, I'm not giving a free bat. I got a car note.
What happened to the 5-tool rule? What are the rules, man? We can't, you know?
I don't know, man. I guess he was talking about the guy that was posting. His name was 5-2 Rules. I
Oh,
guess he got tired of it.
Okay. I got you. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank everybody for showing up. Thanks everybody for the continued love. We also want to thank our sponsors, C4 Bat Company, Isa Cookies, and Ferrari Michelada Mix. Also HPE Land Services for sponsoring my cap in your jacket that did not make it.
My chinchilla jacket.
That did not make it.
It'll be on next week.
So next week, yes. So I want to thank everybody for showing up. Tell a friend, tell 5 friends, and we'll see you next week. But beyond that, once again, Flash, be safe going home.
Yes, sir.
From the Wind Up Media Group, you're listening to the Wind Up Podcast. Signing off. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.